importance all the time, or you know, they like buying clothes and stuff all the time, they can rack up a lot of stock back every time.
Man, I'm hating.
I stopped using my regular bank account.
I'm about to send it the link to my, my friends
All
and
right.
see if they jump on.
Okay.
Let me see something.
Ooh.
I think we are we live? I think we live.
Yeah, we live. Yeah.
All right. Hey, peace, love, everybody. This is Monika, and I'm hanging out with my brother Chris Logic, and we're gonna speak with you guys this evening on the investment apps. In particularly, we're gonna start with the Stash investment app. So make sure you share the show, like the show, because this is some information that you can benefit from. You could teach your kids, and you can leverage, or let me say it this way. If you one of those individuals, if you see your money, you always want to use the money. You can use these apps to have a way to stash money. That's why we starting off with Stash. And when I bring Chris in, you're gonna know why. We'll I guess we're not, well, I guess we are promoting it. We're not saying that this is the most favorable, this is the one you have to use, this is the one we want you to use. We're just sharing some best practices in investments that has benefited us in due time. And so we're not stingy with the information. We want to make sure that we get it out to everybody. And so let me introduce my brother Chris.
Peace, peace, peace to the family. Thank y'all for being here. Thank Sister Mo. She's the workhorse in this community. I definitely appreciate her and all everything she's done for me. And you know, we gotta support her like we support everybody else.
That's right. That's right. And so what we're gonna do is, I know what you guys, I'm trying to share this real quick with the group. Um ma- um make sure, let me see, make sure you guys can hear us in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you can hear us, and then we will get started. I'm looking for, darn it. I was looking for a group on Facebook that I wanted to share this with. Okay, I found it. All right. Yeah. I'm trying to get my friends on, my family members on, because some young adults sometimes, they've been screwed up a bank account, got overdraft fees, everything else. Right? So
Yep.
I'm always wanting to share tools with them so that they can be successful. So let me check in on YouTube. Let me make
Mm,
sure our sound is good. And then
okay.
I'll let Chris guide me through the site. All right. Thank you, Gullah SC and Jalen and Kayla. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. All right, Chris. So I have my stash open. Where you want me to go?
All right. So the first thing we're gonna go to is uh is invest or let's see,
Let me
it's a little
scroll down.
different on the computer.
Okay, on the top I have personal,
Okay.
spend, retirement, and learn.
Okay. So go to the learn tab first. And the reason why we're going here is because um for those of you who are very new into investing, Stash provides education for newbies. Well, pretty much all of us. But this is the section where you can pick up a lot of information. Uh, dealing with the stock market, real estate. I think sometimes cryptocurrency, and also commodities like oil and gold and things like that. So in this tab, there's just a bunch of information that you can read and learn from to help you, I guess, jumpstart into investing. So Okay, Sister Monica's on the screen. Okay, so you can just scroll down and you can kind of see the different, uh, what you call it,
Yeah,
different,
look, articles. Yeah, I know it's
right.
like I just seen one. There was one, a beginner's guide to investing in legal cannabis industry. A lot of people ask about how to invest in that.
And you know what's the crazy part? It's so it's so easy to invest in marijuana. All you need to learn is, you know, the companies and what places to go to get them. So this is a good example of why, you know, you got to go through this tab of learning so you can get an idea what you need to do to invest into marijuana itself. So what that's why stash learn is important. You know, people will gloss over it, and you know they want to jump start and go buy stuff automatically, and sometimes that's not good. You know, you need to take the time to learn the information first.
All right.
So, all right, so
Let me go back up.
mm-hmm,
And then on the one more thing for your learn, your stash
uh,
learn tab, you have pop culture, budget, retirement, some
mm-hmm,
technology, some social media. So
right. So, you know, if you're into retirement or you know you're trying to look for ways um, on how to, you know, invest in a retirement account and what to do, yeah, you can learn it through those tabs and just like she said, these other topics as well.
okay, you want me to? Okay, you want to go get out and learn?
Yeah.
Okay, got personal, spend, and retirement.
Okay. So let's go to personal.
Oh, I lost some money.
that's that's pretty normal, but you know.
All right.
All right. So when it comes to personal, it's basically talking about your personal account. Um, and under the personal account, you can also have a custodial account as well for your children or your wife or whatnot. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so real quick, Stash has three different types of memberships. Um, the dollar one, which is the basic one, and then this I think it's the $3 one, and that's like the next level, and then a $9 one comes with all the perks and everything else. So with the I think with the $3 and the $9 one, you get a retirement account, and you get I think two custodial accounts, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
So it's important to know that as well. If you're very new, you know, I would start off basic until you learn uh, retirement account. If you don't know how to invest for your children or how to set that up, you know, it's important to wait and then get the knowledge, and then you can, you know, upgrade your membership. So, uh, so personal account. This is for you, uh, and this is for, you know, the type of investments you want to invest in. So whether you're a person that's new to investing, uh, where I would start is this. We base everything on what we like and what we know. So everything we do in the world is based on what we like and what we know. You know, if you're a person who loves shopping, you know, Macy's probably one of your favorite stores, or Walmart, or what's some other stores? Bed Bath and Beyond, Victoria's Secrets, and so on and so forth. So that's all. That's how I start with people who are new to investing. I ask them what they like. Now, the next step in that is we got to determine how profitable that company is when it comes to, you know, our money and investing into that company. So, for Walmart, for instance, you really got to do your homework. You got to research. Oba African Emporium always says we need to ask four questions before we buy an asset: what, where, why, and when. Those are important because you don't want to buy into a company and they're not performing well, whether you like them or not. You just don't want to go and spend your money and lose money because the company don't perform well. So let's see something on the screen. Mo, can you go to?
Oh, let me back up.
No, you good. What are you
Oh,
invested in?
you
That's
was
a good.
talking. You was talking. I don't have an individual stock on stash. You were
Okay,
talking about retail stuff, so I clicked on retail.
okay, okay. That's cool.
And it took me here, and then it had the fund holding, and you was talking about information and then the risk. And so
Okay,
I
okay,
had
good, good.
I had clicked here to see some of
Okay.
the companies that you were talking about. They showed right here, and thought maybe you could say something.
Oh, good, good. Yeah. So, from what I can see, gotta apologize. I'm on
Oh,
my
late, but
phone.
let me maximize it a little bit.
Okay. All
All
right.
right,
That's
it's
good.
better. Is it
Yes.
off the screen, or I need to make it smaller?
I can pretty much see everything. So you good.
Okay.
All right. So we see right here, top fund holdings. We have Amazon, Home Depot, McDonald's, Nike, Starbucks, Lowe's, booking holding companies that might be an ETF, uh, TJ, TJX, which is TJ Maxx, Target, and General Motors. Now, we just named a lot of company people shop at. So, as you can see by the percentages over here, I'm guessing that's performance. Uh, Amazon is the one of the top performing companies, in the world, and especially here in our country. Um,
Wow.
so when we're talking about, investing your money, if you say I want to invest into Amazon, well, we know Amazon is an e-commerce company, uh, and they get bigger and better every year. So yes, that will be a good investment, but what you have to do, you still have to do your research and find out how how good the stock has performed, or how good this company has performed since inception. Because we got to look at chart, we got to look at historical data, and we got to see how it's performing. You can't just go based off emotion. Well, I love Amazon. Well, Amazon might suck compared to what you thinking. It may have everything you need, but as a company, it might not be performing as well. So we don't want to go throw our money in it and start losing money because we like a particular company. Um, the same thing with Home Depot, Nike, and Starbucks. Every a lot of people love Starbucks. They like their coffees and lattes and things like that. But that don't mean it's gonna make you money in
Okay.
terms of investing. All right, so you can back out of
Okay.
that.
I'll go back.
Okay,
Okay,
because
let me go back. So
okay,
you
no,
want?
stay right there.
Uh
Stay
oh.
right there.
All right, I have to go back. Hold on.
Okay, because I want to talk about the certain risk levels when
Okay,
you invest into these stocks.
right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me.
Okay. You see the risk level, right?
Mhm.
So you got three type of risk levels when investing. You got conservative, moderate, and aggressive. Uh, Conservative is basically is not too much of a risk. You know what I'm saying? You can throw money in it and it'll be fine. Mostly those type of stocks are ETFs or exchange traded funds. And basically what those are is just a bunch of conglomeration of different companies all under one banner, providing a service. And they base it off those companies and they come up with a certain dollar amount per share. So those type of uh, investments are safer for a newbie, who's scared to put too much money in one company and they want to be safe. This is an option for that. Moderate is a little bit more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more risk. Uh, they have ETFs and other companies like that as well that you can invest in. Uh, It's also safer than a aggressive company like Amazon. So, excuse me.
Yep,
And
newbies
then,
right there.
like I said, Amazon would be an aggressive level of investment because those prices they move
Find it.
fast. It can go higher, it can go lower in the same day, quick. So you can be up $50 and be down $100 within a 24-hour or 30-minute time period. So that's a bit more riskier than the other two. All right, Mo, you can
All right.
go
I'm
to
gonna go. I'm gonna go back.
any.
Okay. So you want to see my?
Yeah, let's see your portfolio, Mo.
Let's see. Wait a minute. I guess I gotta go to. Wait a minute. Let me move this out of the way.
oh, oh,
Where I need to
see where
go?
it says portfolio right there.
Where?
Okay,
Oh, I'm on the shop bus.
it's all good.
Okay, I lost money. That's why I had to reach out when I started losing money. It was fine at first, and then I was like, wait a minute, my little numbers is going down. I ain't like that. I said I need Chris or African Emporium. Somebody need to come share something.
It definitely happens. Like I just told y'all, like when you investing into fast moving stocks, the aggressive stocks, you can be up and then you can be down in the same breath. So that's
Oh,
how volatile the market is.
oh, we need to see what I got.
Uh-huh. Can you scroll down any further, or is that it?
No, I can go some more.
Okay.
Right here. I add $10 a month. When we click right here, no, because
Cash flow. No.
that's just gonna show
Yeah.
the dollar amount. Right?
Yeah, because that's just yeah. Scroll down to where we can see the stocks you invested into.
I'm not.
Oh, you don't want to do that?
I didn't know what to do. I only
It's
did
okay.
conservative. I think I did. Well,
You,
obviously I ain't do nothing.
did, did you do an ETF? Hold on.
EFT,
Because no, ETF.
ETF.
Yeah, that's an ETF is exchange traded funds, basically a conglomeration of
No,
stocks.
I don't think I did nothing with stash, but I invest in the stock in my Robinhood.
Okay. Okay. Well, we can skip this part then because
Well,
uh
no, tell me where I could go. Tell me where I go.
you want to invest in something right now? You want to look at
Yeah.
some stocks? Okay.
Yep.
So
Go right here.
let's
Build my
go.
confidence.
Yeah, build your portfolio with confidence. Right.
All right.
All right. So
See,
hmm
I already give them. I already do $10 a month. $10.
okay, scroll down. Is that how
What's that?
far you can go? It's
Yeah.
completely different on the phone than it is on a computer.
Right.
Uh
So I need to go back.
yeah, go back out. Okay. All right, you see what choose category is?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
That's
click
what you call
on
it, ETFs. Okay, exchange for. All
yeah,
right. All right. I got you.
right.
So I need
Okay.
to click right here, right? So I could choose a
Yeah, so do me a favor, click the stocks button right there.
stocks. Okay.
Stocks. Yeah, click that or will it
I
let you
think
click?
I don't think it's gonna list it. I think I have to when I hit a category. I think if I
Okay.
hit a category, it hold
Okay,
on, let
go
me let
ahead.
it
Oh, there you go. There
there
you
you
go.
go. Okay, when it clicks stop. Oh, there you go. All right.
All right, so let's look at Microsoft. Click add on Microsoft.
Microsoft. Oh yeah, they get my money every month.
For what?
I because I use Microsoft 365 and I
Okay.
use so we pay I pay a yearly subscription
Oh,
of
okay.
300. Yeah. because I
Okay.
use, I'm always using a Word, PowerPoint, Excel.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So I should put $10.
Hold on, Mo. Hold on.
Oh,
Before you get to that, before we get to see what I tell y'all, when the emotions is high, you want to go ahead and buy. We gotta look and see how it's performing. But Mo, what I was gonna say is, I guess later on we can get into the stash debit card account that they got, where you
yes.
could really benefit from your Microsoft purchase that you do annually every year.
Oh,
So we're
that's
gonna
right.
get to.
Because I could put it on the card.
That's right. There you
Oh,
go.
I'm on a short bus. Okay, wait a minute. All
We'll
right,
get
I
to
can
that
take.
later.
Wait. Now I see how people be doing to me when I be doing that to them.
Hmm. So, uh, okay. So, uh, go back real quick because,
All right.
yeah, go back and we're just gonna go look at Microsoft and see how it's performed over the years, and uh, and just take a read about it because, um, all right. So, scroll up 1 second.
Oh, all right. Wait up. All right. So it starts with Oh, Amazon. I got Amazon Prime.
Yep, you could be
And
using
I
Amazon
also
Prime.
buy from Apple too.
Yep. And see, oh my God, Mo, why are you telling me this? Because I
Yes, let
want
me
to,
tell you. You want me to tell you all the ones that I got that come out?
yeah, because I'm gonna make you feel bad
It's okay.
afterwards.
You
Okay.
already made me feel bad. All right. So I have Apple, I have Amazon Prime, I have
Mhm.
Microsoft. Hold on.
Mhm.
I'm on a live stream. What you doing, man? About what? She had at a wedding. All right. Um, let me start again. Amazon Prime, Apple, Microsoft, QuickBook,
Okay. I
QuickBooks,
believe.
yeah, QuickBooks, and
Okay.
and um and okay, that's the three. That's the four I can remember off the top of my head. I do my Amazon. Oh, Vistaprint, Vistaprint.
Vista. I gotta
Yeah,
see who they're up under.
yeah, that's a
It's
website to.
Microsoft.
Yeah,
It should be Microsoft.
Vistaprint where you produce, you get business cards and things like that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
advertisement stuff.
Yeah.
Vistaprint and one more, Wix. That's another
The
website.
yeah, the website. Yeah. Okay.
Wix. So those six I know off the top of my head. Oh, Zoom and Zoom.
Zoom actually has a stock. Yes, you're missing out on
Yes,
that.
and Zoom. So that's seven.
Hmm. Okay. So now here's to make you feel bad.
Oh
Uh,
man.
with the stash uh checking account or the debit card, you can put that card on file for all of those payments, and you will receive fractional shares every time they charge the card.
What?
Yeah. Every swipe, even with private companies that are not public, uh, you get to select an ETF. For instance, me, I chose it's a marijuana ETF. So with companies that are not public or they're not public on the stock exchange, there's an ETF you can select in place of that, and you will get fractional shares on the ETF. So I chose a marijuana ETF for me. But with public companies, Microsoft, Zoom, Pinterest, Amazon, Nike, Walmart, Bed Bath and Beyond, Macy's. All of these companies are publicly traded, and you could be earning shares, fractional shares every time you swipe your card, or if you got a card on file and it's an annual payment or a monthly payment, every time they charge your cards, you're gonna receive fractional shares just for having a stash debit card. That's their feature uh, with the card. So I don't even use my bank card at all anymore, really.
Whoa.
So just think about all the value you can get by just doing that small switch, changing to a stash debit account from your regular banking account.
Mm,
So I just
yes.
wanted to throw that in there. Um,
So let me repeat that. Let me
okay.
let me reiterate on that. So you said, if I understood you correctly, our okay, so basically I really already got money. Okay, so to get the debit card, do you have okay, so let's say for instance right now,
Mm-hmm.
I put my link in the chat and somebody say, okay, I don't have that. I want to get that brokerage account, right?
Uh-huh.
So we refer, they sign up for it, which is free, right? They sign up.
No, it's not
It's not
free.
free to sign up stash.
Oh, well, no, because like I said, the membership you get is
Okay.
it's either $1, $3, or $9.
Okay. Okay.
So, mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, whichever, let's say $1, whatever it is. So they
Uh-huh.
sign up, and then they opt in to get the debit card,
Uh-huh.
right? When the debit
Yeah.
card comes, so for example, I have what about Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix as well.
Okay. So I already paid my Netflix bill, so I should put that money to pay my Netflix bill on my stash card and
Correct.
let the money come out of stash.
Uh-huh.
What about
And
Spectrum and Sprint?
yep, those two. Uh
Oh, heck
a
yeah.
quick a quick ad though. A quick ad. Not only that, but like for this month, in terms of the stock back, they have rewards as well. So instead of, you just paying your Netflix bill and just getting a small amount of shares, uh, Stash will also have rewards on certain stocks that you buy. Like for instance, this month it's Apple, Nike, Under Armour, and they have a few others where you will get an extra 3% or 5% on purchases, or
Wow.
yeah. So this month I have been making a killing. I bought some Jordans, I bought some other Nike stuff, and what I would normally get back, I basically earned an extra 2%, 3%, or 5% on that purchase, just because they do every month they do rewards or extra percent on certain stocks. So I think last month they had Netflix, and I think this month they have Disney. So I have Disney Plus and I have Netflix. So when my bill comes out and they bill my debit card, I get an extra 2 to 3% stock back reward. So
Okay.
essentially, what we would used to say is a bunch of people would be wasting money, going to buy Jordans, having all these streaming services. But now you can get value back by, buying this type of stuff because you're getting fractional shares of that company every time you go and buy whatever you're gonna buy. You just got to make sure that you start valuing that stash debit card because your regular bank account is not going to give you nothing back.
Sure don't. Sure don't. And you don't lose anything by doing that. You just
No.
shifting money from your regular bank to your stash and just paying it from there.
Yep.
All of which you have a benefit. And so we talk about return on investment.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's exactly what that is. It's a return on investment. So now you don't feel bad, or somebody can't call you, talk bad about you because you spent. $100, $200 on some stuff, uh, in that store, but you're getting a return on buying that, opposed to you taking your check money and just going to spend $200, and all you get is a pair of shoes, or an outfit that's going to be done with in probably about a year anyway.
Right.
But now, and now you're a share owner in the company by taking advantage of this feature with stats.
Wow. Okay, I'm
Very
posting my
powerful.
link in the chat. So if anybody's interested, you can click my link. You can click the link and get on whatnot. Okay, so where you want me to go now that you did educate me that I'm missing out on some returns and my money just sitting there?
So I want you to type in Microsoft. It's so different on here, because
Microsoft. Okay.
yeah, because we wanna look at the historical data, and we want to find out more about the company before we
Okay.
make an investment. Okay, so it's the first one at the top. That's
This one.
good. hmm
Okay.
All right. Okay, so you can scroll. Oh, quick thing. That little thing up there. There you go. All right.
This.
So we see here the risk level is aggressive. This is a popular company. Everybody knows Microsoft. So, a lot of people have an Xbox, Microsoft Word, all of those things belong to Microsoft. So this is an aggressive company. So when you invest, it's a chance that you will lose money, and there's a chance that you will
So
make money. Okay. All right. So under information is where you will get um, the information. So Microsoft
click
Corporation.
here.
Yeah. Before you do,
Uh-oh. Before I do.
okay, it's okay. We can go
You
back.
know I'm trick. You know I'm trigger happy.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I. All right. Here you go.
Okay, so we get the
I'm
ticker
back.
symbol. All right, good, good, good. Okay, so the ticker for Microsoft is MSFT, basically just an abbreviation to identify the company. All right, so let's talk about dividend yield. So it's a 1.26% dividend yield. Basically, what a dividend yield is for shareholders, they will pay out a dividend, or basically you get money. You get money back for being a shareholder, whether the company performs or not. That's an automatic earning. Uh, it's better, of course, if the company is progressing. Uh, so basically, you just get money to be a shareholder. We can also find out this definition on Investopedia. If somebody can drop that in the link,
Okay, I get.
Investopedia.
I'll get it out of.
Okay,
Oh, brother African Emporium posted it earlier, so I'll get it.
okay. So pay attention to it as well, because a lot of companies, they have a dividend yield. So that's always good when investing, but you don't invest basically on dividend yield. Some companies don't have an dividend yield, but that don't mean it's bad. It just means they choose not to do that or whatever. All right, so um, all right, we got a little information right here. So in 1983, Microsoft Windows ushered in a new era for software. Y'all know Microsoft is a tech company. Today, the tech titan aims to transform business productivity and personal computing with products like Office, Skype, Xbox, and LinkedIn. This is a direct investment into Microsoft stock. So,
I definitely
all
have
right,
Office.
so you could be benefiting. All right, so scroll down a little bit, and we're going to look at historical performance. So, all right, so the current price right now is $161.34, and Based on the performance of yesterday, it was down 0.46%. But on a year to date, we just started 2020.
Uh-oh.
Uh, what what happened? Uh,
Okay.
all right. So based on year to date, this
All
time
right.
last
Chris
year
froze
to
up a little bit.
can you hear me?
Okay, repeat. You the one day it was down 0.46%.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So from Friday, from yesterday, it was down 0.46%. So that means it ended the day down prior to the beginning of the day yesterday. And then next we have year to date. So from 2019 last year um, to 2020 this year on the same date, it is up 0.45%. So overall, it's up on the year. Uh, well, the last 15 years, I would say. All right, so we can scroll down. All right,
Just the
so
part.
okay. All right, so now
Wow.
you see the growth of this company from inception back in 2005 to 2020. So, what does this tell you as as a person who wants to invest their money? What does this tell you by looking at the historical data and this chart right here within the last 15 years?
I could say that Microsoft they look like they must have surged since they started doing those subscriptions. Remember,
Okay.
you used to could get the product, right? And
Hmm.
you didn't have to renew it to keep using it.
Yeah, you just had it.
Yeah, but now it would disable once that subscription you paid for is done.
Hmm.
So they force everybody to do either annuals or monthly.
Right.
So just to use those apps that they have.
Hmm.
And I remember about around 2000 and yeah, around 15, 16 time period.
Uh-huh.
I end up having to purchase that subscription because I end up using TechSoup for the nonprofit to get it cheaper.
Okay.
In order, and then you got like 26 subscriptions with it. And then, matter of fact, we just did our annual and we increased. And so it looks like around that time when they started forcing people to buy their product every year, or you
Right.
cannot use it. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there got some kind of workaround, but that's what it looks like to me. What was going on?
That plus Xbox, um, Microsoft Office as in general, it grew, it got better. They advanced the technology since this is a tech company. And
The
Bill
cloud.
Gates, yep, cloud. Bill Gates is a genius. He got a team full of geniuses that help produce this company and further it. And as to why you see on the chart right here, it's on the steady growth since inception. Now you can tell between 2005 and 2010, it kind of it kind of went flat and then it dipped down a little bit and then it came up and then it was flat and then it just started surging its way up.
Man, look at that. Look, Chris. Hold on.
Hmm.
Hold up. So 15, 39,
Hmm.
16, 47, 17 in the 60s.
Right.
18. Wow, it went from being in 80s to the 90s.
Hmm.
And last year it went wild. It went wild in 2019.
Right. Right.
Ooh, somebody made some serious money.
Exactly. And this is why uh, our brother, our Oba, African Emporium, always says, why, when, where, before you purchase an asset. Because as you can see, if you would have bought Microsoft back in 2015 until now, you're in profit. You're in profit. But you can see it took a dip. It took a dip. I'm guessing around 2018 or maybe 17, right there, and then it surged back up.
Right.
So
Yeah, just a
it's
little bit. Look like August to December, and then it went back. January started going back up.
right. So this is why you have to, you have to be able to read charts and pay attention to when you see an asset uh, either increase in value or decrease, and that will let you know when to buy, why, when, where, and what. So uh, we have to become analysts. We can analyze everything. A lot of us we love history, and we gotta, when we study in history, we gotta have a methodology on how we disseminate the information and present it. It's the same way with the stock market, with forex, cryptocurrency, real estate. You have to be able to analyze these type of things to make the best decisions when it comes to investing, because this is your money we're talking about. This is your money, and you never invest money that you can't afford to lose. That's also important. So if you can't afford to buy a whole share of Microsoft, and it's going to affect your money, your livelihood in a big way, Stash is a good app that you can use just to buy fractional shares. Right now, Microsoft is $161. You don't have to buy the whole thing if you can't afford it. Put $5 in here, $5 in there. Like Mo got her account set up to get $10 a month. That's a start. You know what I'm saying? That's a start. Start small and then build up. The stock market is not going anywhere, so you
I,
don't have to go ahead,
I got
Mo.
I got enough money to do somebody. I can get some penny stock, something.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of stocks out here that are definitely affordable. That are good companies. You know what I'm saying? You just have to take your time and find out what you want to invest in. What are the best uh, companies or the best sectors to invest in? If you're a tech person, you know you're gonna want to look at Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and companies like that. You're gonna want to see who has the best growth out of all those companies, and start investing your money. Like I say, you don't have to have, you know, the whole amount to, profit off an investment. Start small. If you're comfortable with giving $10, to Amazon, in a month, that's good. You probably taking that $10 and you buying Popeyes or margaritas or whatever. You put money where it can work for you. Buying a margarita is only good for the moment, but when you're investing into the stock market, you're investing into your future, your kids' future, your family's future. It's how you build generational wealth. So at the end of the day, you got to designate money to your interests for in investing. So, like I said, if you like Macy's, Macy's is a good company to invest in. You may not have all the money to buy one share, but you can start adding up to it, with little investments here, little investment there. It's tax season, so you definitely can benefit from that. When y'all get your income tax checks, don't go, hitting the mall trying to spend everything being a consumer. Take some time, get with a financial advisor and find out how you want your portfolio to go. What you want your portfolio to look like. Do you want to invest in stocks or commodities or real estate, forex, cryptocurrency? There's plenty of things that you can invest in to make you money.
Okay, where you want me to go?
All right, so That was personal. This is your personal account. As you can see, you can add stocks to your portfolio. You just have to play around with it, search different companies, do the historical data and find out, if this is a good company to invest. All right,
Should
so
we
now, huh?
should we start with something we already put money into?
That's what I
Not
was asking you.
necessarily, right?
Not necessarily,
Okay.
because you want to diversify.
Okay. Maybe we could start with investigating those first, since that's where our money going.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
like I said earlier, if you want to be conservative, uh, you start with an ETF, and you build your self confidence as an investor, and then you go to moderate, or then you go to aggressive. But it's about building that self confidence and educating yourself more and more about the stock market and how things work, and then you can start making more riskier investments.
Okay.
All
We
right,
can go.
so we can go to spin now, because this is going to deal with the debit card. All
All
right,
right.
so as you can see, Mo, you do have a debit card.
I do.
It says debit 224, and you have zero balance.
Oh, I don't know where it's at.
uh, you may have to contact them and see what's going on with that. But okay, so I think 2 years ago, Stash uh, they had a pre-enrollment of their debit card they wanted to come out with for their members. So what we have today is the Stash debit card, and like I was saying earlier, you can use this account or this card for all your purchases to receive stock back. Stock back basically means when you go to Walmart or you do any type of grocery shopping, you use that debit card and you will earn fractional shares of that particular company. So if you're going to Walmart, and you need to buy, personal items, you can use
Hey,
that card and earn Walmart stock back.
hey, Chris.
Uh huh.
Um, so I could transfer some of my balance where I had to invest, which I have not invested, to this card right here, to my debit card that I don't have, that I'm gonna find. I would get another one.
What do you mean, like from?
Can I transfer from? Okay, so like on my personal, let me go back.
Okay. Hmm.
Well, right here. Oh, my portfolio right here. I could transfer this $119 to my debit card.
Yeah, if it's cash that you have to invest,
Yeah, it
yes,
was.
you can use that money uh to move it over. But the thing is, if it's already invested, you can't use it.
No, it's not.
Okay, so that's another thing with the card as well, with this account.
They say, how do you
Uh,
put money on the card? You transfer from your bank account. You well, let me click on it right here.
make a transfer. Yeah,
It would act. You set up your so this is my bank. No, this is my bank. This is my investment, and this is the stash card. So
yeah,
from is asking me from. So you would link your bank account, and you would click on your bank account, and then of course the next tab would be two, and then you put it on your card right here.
correct.
Is there another
So
way you can add?
you can go to any Walmart or CVS, and I think
What?
it costs you 4.99, 4.95 to load the card though.
Like anywhere else?
Yeah, or you see right there that promotion. It says Want
Yeah.
$50 for your portfolio? Well,
Right.
you can set up direct deposit for, you know, wherever. If you got a job, you can set this account up for your direct deposit, and everything will go to that account, or you can split it with your bank account and with Stash bank account.
So you could use can you add cash from PayPal? Can you transfer? I mean, can you add this card to PayPal? And then when people send you PayPal, can you add it to the card? Have you tried it?
Hold on. So you want the
Take the debit card and add
yeah,
it as
yeah, you can put the debit card from Stash on your PayPal account, and you can have people who need to pay you for goods and services or whatever. You can choose, the Stash debit card for that to happen, or if you're sending money to somebody, you can use it as well.
what about Cash App?
Uh, that's a good question. I tried to.
Okay.
I think you can. Yeah, you can because there's a bank account. It's bank. The Stash debit account is really Green Dot. Stash and Green Dot partnered together to create this
Oh,
account. So
then you may
it
not
has
be able to do uh Cash App.
it has a routing number and a checking number. So
Oh,
you should be able to. It depends. Some I know Acorns won't. I think Acorns won't allow you to link because they only let certain bank accounts do it, but you can try. Um, I have my bank account for those type of things. So um,
okay.
and not to get too far away, Stash has a roundup feature as well.
Where?
Um, it should be on spin right here. I don't know. It's
Oh, probably because I don't have a direct deposit set up right. On the spin, I got it set up for the investment part.
okay. Well, the Acorns. I mean, not Acorns, but the roundup feature. You should be able to set up your roundup feature without no problem because you have your bank account connected, and the roundups come from your bank account to the stash account.
Do they do they charge monthly fees on Stash, Chris?
Yeah, for the membership, yes, they do.
That's oh
So
yeah. You said it was $1, $3.
and $9, and the difference is, like I said, the $1 one is the basic membership. Uh, you don't get a retirement account with that one or a custodial account. You can have the stash debit card with all three, and then the next level is the stash spin, and then you have the stash plus. Stash plus is the $9 one. That's the one I have. You get a retirement account and you get a custodial account, and they got some extra features that they throw in as well. Um, it's called Wallet by Stash or something, or it's kind of like they gave you advice, on the markets, and they break down certain things about that. But you can only have that membership to get that feature.
Okay. All right. Now, so
Oh,
probably because I don't have the direct deposit set up, we can't see the roundup feature. I
Uh,
have it my Acorn.
okay, let me do this. Go back to your personal,
Okay.
cause hold on. You know what? I can look from my phone real quick. Give me 1 second. I can
Okay.
see because I think it's under the personal investment account. I don't think it's under the spend account. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it's under auto stash. So go to your personal account.
Uh-huh.
It should be. We should find it on the screen somewhere. All right. Scroll down.
Okay. I think it's right here. No, that's my
No,
monthly
that's not
amount.
it. So y'all don't think this is complicated because it's really not. It's simple and easy to use. Okay, scroll down some more.
That's all I got.
Oh, this gotta be on here somewhere. Um, Scroll up.
Transfer? No, not transfer.
And for the portfolio, no, that's not it.
Try blue portfolio builder.
Um, no, I don't think that's it.
Mm,
Oh, it's just weird on here. Go to click browse your investments.
okay.
We're gonna try to figure this out.
Yeah, because the website and the link, the app is different. Let me just scroll
Totally
down.
different. Yeah, scroll down as far as you can.
Oh, that's where you might be park my cars. Um,
Small reminding on corporate cannabis. It might be just all CS. So far, if not, I got another idea.
maybe where's that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not here.
Okay. Click on your name up there.
My name. Okay.
Yeah. It's gotta be a way to. All right. Oh man.
Mm-mm.
No, it's not on there. Let's see. You know what? Maybe the roundups feature only come with what
Oh,
account do you have?
I don't know. Let me
You
see.
don't know? Okay, go
Maybe I
back
should go
to
to settings. Huh?
yeah, go to I just seen it. Subscription. Go to subscription.
Oh, I'm a beginner. $1.
Okay. Uh Click on manage.
That's where my money going.
All right, so this is good. This is gonna break down the different types of membership. Okay, so for big beginner, uh it's $1 a month. You got a personal investment account. Uh, what's not included is a retirement account, an investment account for 2 kids, which is custodial account. All right, then you got spend
Oh,
smarter.
here you go, Chris. Here you round up right here. The
You
two
found it?
time. No, no.
No, that's the
Oh,
stock.
that's the debit card.
Yeah,
But
that's the
the
debit
stock
card.
back, right? That's what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't qualify for it because you got a beginner's account.
Okay, don't worry. I'm about to step it up.
Scroll down.
Mm.
All right, monthly insight reports. All right, so okay, now we got the growth. Learn about the okay, you get free financial education.
Okay.
Here we go. The $3 report.
Well, three.
Let's
That's what
read
you
that.
got.
No, I got the $9 one. This is the
Oh,
$3
oh,
one.
you try to tell me to step my game up.
Yeah, step your game up.
Okay, this is a $3 one. With a $3 one, you get the retirement. Oh, you still don't get the. Oh yeah, I gotta do 9.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it back because I those accounts, those 7 that I named, that's
Uh huh.
monthly.
Yeah.
I can get my
And
two times stock buyback. I'm with it.
and you see how much value you can have by doing that because now you're an owner, a
$9.
shareholder in 7 companies. All right. So this is the premier Stash Plus. This is the one I have. Uh, I wonder why my debit card ain't metal. I'm gonna ask him about that. It's plastic.
You might want to call them and say, "Hey, can I get my metal card?"
Yeah, something is not right with this. Um, okay, so you get everything on here. The personal investment account, the retirement account, the custodial accounts, uh, get the stock back, the metal debit card, which I don't have. You got the plastic one. Um, then to learn as you go, you get free financial education and monthly market insight. So just giving you a state of the affairs on how the stock market is and what's going on and a complete breakdown of that. So it's up to you, Mo. You want that? You want the plus?
Yeah, I'm but look, what's the difference between, well, I know what the debit card does, but look at this one right here, the earn stock back. Let me
Uh-huh.
I can see what that means. What's that's hold up, gotta go up a little bit more. Oh man.
Just just
Click on
click
it.
it. Yeah, and try to
Can't.
pull it
Move.
down. It won't scroll down. I
Move
mean,
this out the way. But for the most part, it says, for example, if you buy something from Amazon, we'll reward you with Amazon stock back. If the company isn't available as an investment on our platform, we'll still reward you with stock back. For example, if you buy a meal at a local restaurant, we'll reward you with a stash approved diversified fund. Your rewards are on us. All stock backs rewards are credited to your personal investment account. Okay, so with the $3 one, you use your card. Well, I don't know about using your card because you won't have one. I guess that's if you invest in the stock.
give me 1 second.
All right, I'm gonna still go. Okay, so I'll do a can you deposit money into your account from an ATM? Oh, well, when Chris come back, he'll be able to tell us if you could do that. Is it a monthly or one-time fee? It will be monthly if you got, so right now my card, I'm a beginner, so I only have $1. I do $1 a month. All right. And that's where I'm at right now. And I only have a personal investment account. I have a debit account. I have debit account access. I have an earned stock back, and I have a debit card somewhere. I have to figure out where is it. And then I get financial education. But I'm gonna move it on up. If the $3 monthly plan, it's a personal investment account. You get a retirement account you can invest in. You get a debit account access, earn stock back. You get free financial education. And then if you want to be big time, you can do the $9. But the benefit is that when you get on your debit card, it does 2 times the stock back. So what Chris was saying is that when you go into the store, let's say you purchase from, the example it gave, if you purchase from Walmart, well, this one gives a good example. Let me read it again so you how it works. So when you make a purchase, can I just click on this one? Let me see if it opens it up. I was trying to get a bigger screen. So, right, basically, when you use your stash card, right, let's say you buy something from Amazon, it will reward you with a stock back from Amazon. And that's what Chris was calling a fractional stock. It says if the company isn't available as an investment on your platform, then we'll reward you with a stock back. For example, if you buy a meal at a restaurant, we'll reward you with stock approved diversified fund. Your rewards are on us. All stock back rewards are credited to your personal investment account. So, so basically, Chris, you did share that example you gave again for those who may just be tuning in of the purchases you made with your card.
Okay, so with a public company like a Walmart or Amazon, say I walk into, uh, I'll use Whole Foods this time because Amazon owns Whole Foods. I go into Whole Foods and I buy a bunch of fruit. When I get to the checkout, I swipe my Stash debit card. Once that purchase is done, I get a notification on my phone. I earn stock back from Whole Foods, and it's going to invest uh, a fractional share of Amazon. Uh, Same thing with Walmart, or even if you're shopping online, uh, the same concept. You using that debit card, whether it's credit, uh, you swipe it as credit or debit, you're going to get a stash back. Now, with private companies, that means companies that are not publicly traded on the stock exchanges. They will give you a few choices uh, in ETFs, which is the exchange traded fund, that you can use for private companies when you spend there. So if you go to a company, a mom and pop store, and swipe your Stash debit card, you get to choose um, out of the various ETFs they have. I think one is Match the Market. The other one is Corporate Cannabis. That's the one I use because cannabis is it's an aggressive investment. So I use that ETF as a primary for anywhere I go that's private and I spend my money. So like Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A is not a public company. So Chick-fil-A will
Really?
be go no, it's not. They're private. They're privately owned. Uh, so when I go to Chick-fil-A, you know, and I buy whatever, I get fractional shares to my marijuana ETF. And, it'll add up over time. Like I say, you know, they can have a whole month, like last month, December was a whole month of anywhere you buy, anywhere you swipe your card, you're going to get 3 times the stock back reward that you would normally get. And that applies to your shares in that company or that ETF. So if you're a Nike person, you shop online at Nike, or you go to the Nike outlet, you know, you can get uh, stock back reward every time, every time you swipe. Bed Bath Beyond, Macy's. What's some other companies that people shop at? J.C. Penney's, Kohl's, uh, Kroger's, Walmart, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Starbucks. All of these companies, you can earn stock back every time you purchase their services. Microsoft, you know, just make sure you use your debit card because we've been systematic in our spending that either we use our bank account or we use our bank debit card. But those banks don't give you these type of rewards or this type of feature to help benefit you. So I mean, you're paying your bills good enough, but think about this: when you pay your light bill, I don't know, some people pay it with their debit card, some people pay cash. So if you pay your light bill with like General Electric with your Stash debit card, you're gonna get a fractional share of that company. General Electric is a public company, so you can start using your debit card for that. Your choice. So this feature with Stash is by far one of the best out here. There's not too many companies that's doing what they're doing. When I learned, oh, go ahead, Mo. Sorry.
No, I'm laughing.
Oh, so you got to think about it in terms of you know making a personal investment and the benefits from that. So I got a lot of homeboys. They into buying Jordans every time they drop, and I'm giving them wisdom now. I'm like, man, listen, sign up for this account. Get you the debit card. Now you invested into Nike. Instead of just buying a pair of Jordan every time they coming out, spending $200. So if you're going to be a consumer, a big time consumer, which our people are, why not get you an investment account with Stash and get you a Stash debit account and start earning stocks from your purchases. You can't go wrong with this. By far the best system out here.
Mm.
So, and like I said, in terms of investing, you want to make sure, you studying, you know, your companies that you're invested to, keeping up with the news, how the price is doing, you know, what is Trump saying today that make the market go bunkers, all of that stuff you got to take into account of. All this analysis we do on a daily, where everything else we can do the same here with when it comes to financial literacy and education.
Man, this is awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I think this is enough to soak in for now.
I
Um,
think so.
and you all, if you all, so I posted. If you have stash, you can post your link in the chat just in case anyone watched the playback. And what we were looking at tonight was the stash account. I actually opened up my stash account to use as a tool so that we could see, so that Chris could have something to speak on, some talking points. Of course, as you know, I'm a little trigger happy, so I was ready to make I was ready to get me a stock. Right.
I mean, you can show them that, Mo, if you really want to, invest into Microsoft.
Yeah,
You
let's
can
do
show.
one. One.
Okay.
All right, wait a minute. Hold on. I remember where to go.
Okay. Hold on, Mo. Right there.
Go down.
Scroll down a little bit. Right there.
Which one? Oh, that
There we
one
go. There we
right
go.
there.
That's what I wanted y'all to see right there. So she got her roundups and smart stash off. Those are some additional features. So where your bank debit card comes in, that's good for this, is with the roundup feature. So if you do happen to, use your bank debit card for something, it's also good, having your account hooked up to stash, because that roundup feature will, you know, and basically put money into your stash account as well for you to make investment purchases.
So wait, let me see how to hold on. I don't know why is it turned off because I'm not
You
because I'm a beginner.
no, I think you it's off because you haven't turned it on. They don't automatically turn it on for you.
Oh, hold on. Let me scroll down.
That's what I was looking for.
Right here. Here we go. Learn more on the roundup.
Oh man, yeah, this is what I want to get into.
So
So
here we
like
go.
Acorn, Stas has the spare change feature as well. So I got both of my roundup features on. So um, also I forgot also as well, Mo, as the scheduled transfers for you know
Yeah,
your monthly investment.
yeah.
Uh, you can set your transfer uh, for $5 a month. It'll come right out your account into the stash account, and whatever you want to buy, it'll be there.
Okay.
So it's
So
called
now
auto stash. So hmm
this roundup shows different than Acorn roundup. It has times, so it'll take the change times one, times two, times three, so on. But
uh-huh.
this looks like it wants to do about a dollar amount, or it doesn't set the limit. It doesn't look so I guess it's not on the change if I put a dollar amount here, maybe.
Um, no, that's just your roundups to date. I think this does it on its own, if I'm not mistaken. I
Okay.
think it.
Oh, once I turn it on.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back. Okay. It say roundups are transferred from your linked bank account to your personal investment account in $5 or more increments. It can take up to 3 business days, not including the weekends and holidays, for this transfer to complete. We won't initiate a transfer if your linked bank account is less than $100. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Oh, I turned it on.
Okay, good. So, all right, let's go to let's invest your money. I also want to show you something else when you do this as well.
Okay.
We didn't get to a retirement account, but if y'all do want to get a retirement account,
I have to
I
move it
have
to
one.
$3.
Yeah, or yeah, $3 or the $9. But I have one, and uh, it's pretty good to have one. So it auto stashes out every month, and I have a set amount that comes out every month.
Okay.
Uh, it's an IRA. I mean a Roth, yeah, Roth account, Roth IRA. Excuse me.
Okay. Let's invest something real quick.
So let's do Microsoft. Since
Yeah.
Microsoft is booming,
All
I
right.
would. Hmm.
No, let's do Amazon
Okay, let's do Amazon.
because my Microsoft is only 1 year, but my Amazon, it comes out my account every month.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
But that the thing is with this,
What?
this is just a personal investment. This is your
Oh,
debit card is not hooked up yet.
oh, okay.
So
All
this
right.
is just you buying off the strength. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's do Microsoft then.
Okay.
All right. Add to portfolio, right?
Uh-huh.
$10.
All right. Okay. You could have put five. It's okay. Whatever you comfortable
I
with.
do 10.
Okay.
I'm cool.
All right. So do 10. Now, stop right here.
All right.
Okay. So it says invest on a schedule. So you can have this come out uh once a week, once a day, once a month. It's all up to you how you want your money to come out with this investment. And what I mean by, if you want $10 to come out now, and then Friday, or next Saturday, or next month on the same day. So February 11th. So you can do it weekly, daily, monthly, or however you want to. So this is what that means right here. Invest on a schedule.
Okay. We're gonna do one time right now.
Okay. All right. So good. Stop here. Now, when you have money in your stash account, it will it will ask you which funding source what you want to use. So you can use your bank account like Mo has right here, or you can use the money you have in your account already, which is cash to invest. So right now she has $119.11 in cash to invest. So it's up to you whether you want to use that money or not. So she want to use
I'm gonna
cash
do
to
cash
invest.
to invest.
Okay, and just say place your order.
Zoom, zoom.
Boom,
All right.
and it's done. It's now Mo has bought Amazon. It's probably gonna be Tuesday before it clears because Monday's a holiday. But now
Okay.
she's an investor in Microsoft. It's that simple.
Yay. All right. So I go.
You
Okay,
can
to
go
get
back.
back, I guess I should put
You can go to
no extra right here.
no, you could have
I
no
just want to
extra
get back
cash
to the
for me.
beginning.
Yeah. Hmm.
All right. I want to do another one.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna let you do this one yourself. Let's see if you do everything correctly.
I'm gonna go to personal
Okay.
and I'm gonna look at the list. Okay, I'm gonna do category. I mean, I could look at the list. but I'm gonna do category,
Okay.
or I could type it in. But you know what? Let me type it in. I'm gonna type it in. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Well, you know, I made mention Amazon because they get a lot of my money. I be renting the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to Amazon,
Okay.
and then I'm going to all right, I'm gonna look at it first before I get trigger happy because my teacher is watching my teacher. African Emporium is watching Chris, who is watching me. So I ain't gonna do no haphazard stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna look down. Okay, and I'm gonna look to see. Oh, I don't think I want to do them. They don't have no dividend yield.
Okay, so remember what I said about dividend yields earlier. Just because
Okay,
a company doesn't have a dividend yield doesn't mean it's not a good company to invest in.
okay,
So
okay.
for
All right.
so okay, in this instance, act like you don't have any idea about Amazon, and I told you to go research and read up on Amazon
Okay.
before you
So
buy anything.
all right. So I don't really know. I want to look at it. So I'm gonna stroll down. All right. My historical data tells me that the last price, ooh, they ain't playing no games, is $1,883.16. And then
Hmm.
on Friday, it closed, it was down 0.94%, but for the year, it's down 78%. I don't think I want to invest in Amazon. I'm gonna stroll down. Let's see what it's been doing over the years. So in the last 15 years, okay, it had a little surge and everything. Had a little surge, but dipped a little. Let's see, last year. Oh, okay. Last year it had a little rise. Okay, so it seemed like it's on the up as of today, but um, it may do something. It may not. I think I'm a
Okay, so now just
I
not to
know.
butt in.
Are you a butt in? Because I was gonna go to the company with. Oh. Go ahead. You can butt in now.
Okay, so also what you can do is to make a decision. Uh, Not only look at the historical data, but you can go to other competing companies and find out how they are doing compared to what Amazon is doing.
Okay.
So somebody like Alibaba, uh, other retail sectors.
What if I don't know any?
Well, if you don't know any, then that's when you would ask the teacher,
Oh.
or you can just look up. Uh, yeah, yeah. You can look up other sectors that are compared to Amazon. Like Amazon is e-commerce, uh, retail, tech company. So you can, Google research, what are the best, e-commerce, tech and retail companies. And then you can get more of an idea like, oh, okay, well, it's not performing as bad as I thought, or it's better than this company and that company and so forth and so on. And then, like I said, when, where, what, and why. Those are the
Okay.
questions we got to ask before we buy an asset. That's what Over African Emporium teaches us.
Okay.
So you got to remember that.
All right. All right. Well, since I'm a little punk, I'm backing out. Go back. I'm gonna do my next start is Zoom since I paid them a nice little monthly fee. So Zoom ain't on the market. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna have to go to Zoom.
No,
All right.
Zoom should be on there.
Zoom should be on there.
Hold on, let me check something real quick. Oh,
All
let me
right.
clarify because I know African Emporium is going to get on me if I don't clarify what I mean by what, where, when, and why. So, what are we buying? When are we buying it? Where are we buying it? and why are we buying it?
Okay, I'm buying it. Okay, what am I buying?
Oh, Zoom is not
I
on
want
here.
to
That
buy,
is weird.
huh? Yo,
Yeah,
no
Zoom is
problem.
not on
Let
here.
me
That's
try.
what it was.
Let me try this to print. Nope. Okay, that's cool. That's just one of the companies that they um. Let me Okay. So let's do Sprint.
That Sprint is on
Sprint
there.
is there.
Okay.
Get some good money from it. Uh-oh. The the master teacher has arrived.
He's in.
The master teacher has arrived.
Yep.
All right.
Power and profit to over African
Power and
Emporium.
profit, bro. He probably gonna stop in a minute. There you go.
What's going on, guys? I don't want to interrupt because y'all know I'm very patient, and I love
Okay.
when people are building and people are learning something, and I hate to bust up the flow. So I'm just gonna say power and profit to everyone. You guys need this training. Over Chris is laying it out. I mean, in layman terms, where a 2-year-old can get this. So there's no excuse why you guys shouldn't be listening, paying attention, taking notes, mental notes, if not physical notes, and realize what we've been saying all along. You guys already have natural knowledge to learn how to do this. You consume more than anybody on the planet. There's no excuse not to know what you're buying and then how to also profit from it. And learning how to invest in some of these same companies. And Mo just pretty much just going through this and just laying out a blueprint exactly, just how easy and simple it is just by natural knowledge of some of these companies, whether it's a good investment or not. The numbers are already there for you as well as the information. So again, take this stuff, guys, and run with it for some of you guys who are new to this and just, soak it up because we're going to, really start ramping this thing up a lot more in this year or two. I've really got a big, I don't necessarily call it a big burden, but a great weight off my shoulders just recently the other day in terms of my household. I'll explain that a little later. So a lot of that, that planning and stuff is off the table finally. So I got a little bit more free time finally. And we'll start these, tutorials and training sessions back up. Especially under the Urban Economic Empowerment Show every Wednesday that Monika is definitely, carrying, the torch and leading it still, while obviously Garfield is busy writing his book. Everybody else kind of been, busy with family and other things. So shout out to you again, Monika, for, always holding down the fort. And definitely over Chris, I love this. This is not necessarily your coming out party, but this is what you've already been, groomed for anyway. You've already been an intelligent brother. And now you acclimate into the finance side of the house, and everybody else who's watching it that follows you on, your historical knowledge and other knowledge, they're gonna just run with this, right? So again, this is a great opportunity, and I'm just honored to be here. And I'm just gonna listen. And if you guys need me for anything to fill in the gaps, just chime me in, and I'll fill in those gaps. Anything you guys need.
Okay.
Thanks, Oba. Asante.
Woo woo.
Family.
Okay, so I'm looking at Sprint. A ticker is S, and they don't have a dividend yield, but it's okay. Their risk level is aggressive.
So what
Okay,
that mean?
that means they hard chargers. She ain't learned nothing in class.
Basically, right?
It means that it means that that stock is aggressive, meaning that it well, it's probably been there a while, so it's been it's not one that just kind of sits there, right? It could go up and down in time. It's one where when you put your money in, you can't be a short termer when you invest in a aggressive stock, because over time that stock could turn around at any time.
Definitely. So yeah, when it's aggressive, it's more serious. Like I said, it's volatile, and you have to really pay attention to everything about it. You gotta read. You gotta analyze the news. Trump can say something. The company can fire somebody or anything to change the trajectory of that company. Hold on.
And if I could add to that, the reason why Sprint is very volatile right now is that they're actually going through a merger with T-Mobile. Like a lot of these bigger companies are starting to merge now because singularly they cannot necessarily keep up with the rate of the competition and how companies are forming these Megatron type companies to really go after the global sustainability of how technology is going to advance in the career. Obviously 5G, things of that nature. And so they have to, out of necessity, merge with another company to stay relevant to those who are, the top dog in the space. And we know the top dog in terms of, mobile communication is Verizon on a commercial level. There's no way getting around that. AT&T is another one. So technically, they don't necessarily have to merge with anybody because they control the routes and more of the market share. So it's very beneficial for a company like Sprint to merge with a T-Mobile to really galvanize their base, their money power, to be able to kind of compete with that of the likes of AT&T, Verizon going into the future. Same way, Amazon and Walmart and Target's eating up everybody lunch in the retail sector. And so smaller companies now even have to merge, get on board, or go online to kind of really round out their portfolio to keep up. So that's the deal with why Sprint is so volatile right now. In lieu of them getting that Attorney General or U.S. Department of I think the FCC is giving them that approval to go forward with the merger because it was getting a lot of kickback from Washington because they didn't want two companies to have that much singular power. That's the whole thing with monopolizing the so-called the sector. With that being a lot of data information that's going to be collected from users. So that's why it's kind of slowing the process up with Sprint. But at this point, it's already been granted that they will get the approval. So Congress pretty much just say, okay, we're fine with it. They pretty much just have to deal with the smaller subsidiary local state attorney generals that had an issue with it. Once they clear that hurdle, the stock of Sprint should take off. So right now, between $4.50 to maybe $5 is still a very attractive price for Sprint until they get that attorney general regulation aspect of the deal out of the way. But at that point, it'll be smooth sailing.
That's not bad. I think I could work with them. And that's because my loyalty with Sprint, because I've been having Sprint since 2006. And I know some people be like, why you got Sprint? But I'm complacent. Okay, so I did my $10 and I'm gonna do one time because I'm cheap. And and I'm gonna take it out my cash investment because I have money.
Hold on. How much is Sprint a share?
Oh, $5.
Okay.
$4.88.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So it's $4.88. So that means I bought two.
Well,
and some change.
Okay.
Well, so here's the thing, what we say with that, right? So this is a part of our training, right? We always look for what? Bargain basement buys, right? The goal is to buy low, sell high. So this is where our technical training comes into play because again, if we can always get something cheaper, that's always the greater value, right? The greater bang for our buck. So now before we make any purchase of any stock, right? Obviously there's a theory that, just buy something and then just sit on it. Don't worry about it. It's going to grow and turn around at some point, right? But we're more intricate in our money, right? We're Black people, right? We like to get the best bang for our buck. And if we can get it cheaper, we will always want to get it what? Cheaper, right? And so this is where we take it to the charts. If you go to Sprint chart, one of you guys can pull up the Sprint chart, and we can see exactly where it's at in terms of its, strength of support. Meaning a lot of people, bought at a certain price when they thought it was a good bargain, and where they might have been selling it, at a point where they feel like, okay, it was out at a peak point, right? So, yeah, so go back. You was at it, Sister Mo.
How do I get to the chart? Do I go to
scroll down? Scroll
back up where you was.
Oh, right here?
Yes, yes, ma'am. There you go.
There you go.
So look right there, right at 488. What do you see back at around 2017 in terms of where that price point ended at? You see a similarity of price value, so to speak. You see it right there?
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. March 28, 2018. So literally close about near a year ago, or 2 years ago almost. You see it around that same price, right? So apparently people are buying in at that area, which is a normal or notable support level. Go back to 2015. See right there in that 2015 point where those little peaks at? You see what? Around that same price point. Go down to that the lower valley one in that section. Well, go back up to where you was. Right there. Yep, go back. Yep, right in that area there. right? And go to the top of that peak of that other one next to it to the right.
Hold up.
What do you see? $4.80, right? So you see that even in that, in maybe like 2013, 2015, it's kind of bouncing around that same level where it's been, having a good, decent support around 480. 480, that's when we do the consensus of rounding it up or taking it down, right?
Right.
So technically, you can say, well, this is actually a good area to start nibbling in on Sprint. If if there's any kind of bottom where it would be a tractable buy, then it seems to be more safer here than buying above what, $5, right? In lieu of that news turning over and them going ahead and making it official, then obviously at that point when T-Mobile actually finalizes the deal with Sprint because they're buying Sprint, obviously that's going to give the stock a good boost, right? So at this point, they're just making it even better for you guys that may want to come in on Sprint if you like it for a value investment. Which me personally, just I have to give my opinion, I think it is a worthy, notable investment, value investment, because again, it's merging with another superpower in T-Mobile now, which is going to really help them, in their boost and their grind to kind of, sustain, as a growth stock going forward, right? So 480 is attractive, and I would set a stop loss if you just worry about losing any kind of, potential funds. Well, you can go back to that lowest point around a little bit in 2015, where you see right there in 2015 where we go up to the next level. The next little tranche of lines right there. You see it right, you see right there, we're saying 365, going to the right, to the right of that, to that other, those areas over there. You see what, 375, 360. So those would be, if you, think about it, so if you're willing to lose $1, then okay, you can set a stop loss there. But, we're stingy, right? We don't like to lose nothing, so I don't set a stop loss no more than maybe 25-cent risk value. So that way you can do the calculation in your head. So if you put $10 on it, you're willing to risk what, 25-cent loss in that position, right? So what's the 25 cents of a $10 value of the shares you would get? You can take that loss, right? It wouldn't be a big of a deal if you think about the potential upside, right? And so your potential upside is greater than that of your downside, just looking at the value of where the news is heading in the stock, meaning it's going to, get that approval, right, from these attorney generals. And so you got better upside value than you have bottom side risk. Does that make sense a little bit?
Right.
And so that's just something to keep in mind if you think about buying any stock. Always weigh the pros and cons. Even though it seems like so great right now in your head, you're like,
check out the time period in the historical data. And
yes.
Okay.
Past performance is always a predictor of future potentiality, right? I mean, we used to say that a lot sometimes in the group too.
Right.
Past performance is phenomenal in investing because you need to know where companies came from, where they came from, right? Just like our history, right? When Garfield and guys are teaching about history, educate everybody else, this is the reason why you need to understand historical context, right? There's just not, things just didn't happen in the vacuum on the bubble. Something had to transpire, beforehand to get to where we are today. And investing is the same reality. So these things are free. You can go to Google right now, guys. Some of you guys may not even have an investment account. Go to Google, type in a ticker symbol, and guess what it's going to pull up? A chart. Cost you what? $3. So get excited. So guys, continue on, guys.
Okay. All right. Let me scroll up. I'm going to click add. Gotta go back. I'm going to do $10. Let me hit continue. And I have money already in my personal investment account. So I'm going to just do one time. And then I'm going to place my order. It's letting me know how much I have cash left over I can invest. And so I have enough money. And I know that the money that I invest, I can't transfer it to my debit card for spending because it's locked in investment.
There you go.
Yay.
So that's the simple way to do it. But like Oba said, we definitely gotta weigh the pros and cons of everything we buy. Just because it look good, may even sound good, we gotta do the research and look at the historical data on everything. We do it in the real world every day. We know about, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B new album. We researched that. The new Jordans that's gonna drop, in April. We researched that. We can definitely research, investing in the markets.
So in a few days, Because you said it take about 3 days for all of it to get there. In a few days,
Mm-hmm.
I can look at it, my investment portal. I should see my investments listed, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You'll see it. Matter of fact, it'll send you an email to let you know that your trade confirmation has cleared. So um, it'll send you that as well.
Okay. And then the last thing I want to do, I got to make sure that I contact customer service about my debit card because it's somewhere
Okay. Yeah.
so that I can. I'm gonna boost my I'm gonna boost my membership
Okay.
so I can
Yeah.
do the buyback. Okay, you got a
Mhm.
question in the chat, Chris. It says the money you invest at some point you get that back, right? Is there any chance you can lose what you invest?
You definitely can lose what you invest. Uh, over African Emporium just pointed that out. If you don't set a stop loss for yourself, if you don't write this stuff down, when we day trade, you have to write down what your plan is going into a trade. So it's the same thing here. You know, you just bought $10 into Sprint and got you a couple shares, and the price you bought it at, we looked at the historical data and we identified a stop loss where we can put our oh, I'm sorry about the train in the background. But yes, you can definitely lose money if you don't pay attention. This is why you have to be aware of what you're investing in. So you can't just sit around and just let it sit and not, take a look. This is your money we're talking about here. You don't want to lose money by not paying attention when you should be selling. Something happened to that company, they're under fire or anything. You gotta be paying attention. This is your money, this is your investment. It's that serious. So we try not to lose money, but you gotta have a stop loss. So we just identified your stop loss is what, around 360, 375. It gets around there, you know, you might want to, get out and start selling your shares. Or you might want to reinvest it back depending on, what's going on. And
Right.
what was our other question?
Yeah, and I would say this is where the power of value investing comes into play, right? This is the Warren Buffett theory of understanding, and also Albert Einstein, where they understood the power of compounding interest. But more importantly, what they call dollar cost averaging or principal investing, right? To get a opportunity to buy lower and also lower your buying average if you got in a little higher than where you were. All that depending upon whether or not the company obviously is still in a good state of growth and inevitability that they're going to rebound and take off, right? And that's why it should always be understood, right? Even when stocks pull back, that necessarily doesn't mean the world, the sky's falling, right? This is not some
Right,
little theory where we should
right,
be skittish about anything, because I will say this, I use the same logic. When we go out and spend money frivolously on trivial things, we don't ever ask about, whether we can get that money again, or how much I spent at the club that night. I spent $200 at the bar last night. You'll be making that kind of talk on a train, go to work the next day. Right now, they got to
right,
go back to work the slave the next day to make that money back that they spent, and get nothing in return from it but an emotional high. So I ask
right.
people a very simple question: what's most important to you, an emotional high or a tangible monetary benefit that can really, really get your life exalted to the next level? It's a no-brainer. You shouldn't have to sit there and wrestle with that in your head. Well, if I lose $10 in the stock market, oh my God, I ain't never doing this ever again. But last night you just went and blew, X amount of dollars on trivial things, right?
Facts, facts.
That's the logic where we're struggling with as Black people to understand why generational wealth is not being created properly, because we're too worried about the quick fix or the quick flip, and not understanding wealth is built through generations. The same way slavery was a generational wealth building mechanism for people who kidnapped us. They're just really, really reaping the benefits of all that slavery that we put forth of free labor, and we built up literally three empires: Rome, Europe, and America. And also now you throw in New Zealand and Australia because they benefited too, right? Because they were colonials that shared in the wealth of our ancestors. So again, this is a no-brainer. We just have to become a little bit more mature and understanding in terms of what it means to really put our money to work for us. And this is a great opportunity to understand it's a buying opportunity if a stock pulls back 10%. You might have been in a little higher, but if it pulls back 10% and you still see the great catalysts available to you that the stock is going to turn around, well, guess what? You just buy a little bit more cheaper. That's how Warren Buffett became wealthy. Paul Tudor Jones, you know, we can name call there. These people, this is how wealth is being created. Because you're thinking long term. Even if you think about it, I'm a holder for 3 months, a quarterly aspect of a fiscal year, you know, into a dividend payout. Well, guess what? You still buy those shares a little cheaper because the more shares you accumulate, that's going to be great on your dividend payment. Right? Who don't like a good dividend? Y'all played Monopoly, right? Every time you got that dividend card, you got excited. Oh, give me the $50. Let me get that stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's why it's important to realize the power of putting your money to work for you in and under this capitalist society where there's benefits abound to us, abundant to us that we need to take advantage of. And this is a great opportunity to learn exactly that and remove your fears, remove the anxiety, you know, stop thinking, okay, you know, if I can't, you know, spend money tomorrow and make $1,000 the next day, you know, this is, you know, you can in some cases the market, granted, that's what gets you that free opportunity to do that by learning this, but don't always think that you're going to get a quick flip the next day, right? It's just not, this just pretty much doesn't work that way, even though it can. And that's what's great about it because there's no cap, there's no limit. It's limitless in terms of the opportunity. We sit around and watch guys make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 a day. And people think we just be talking when we say that, oh, y'all just being, y'all conflating numbers and just throwing stuff out there. And then we showing the receipts, then, okay, income, you know, another excuse, right? They're just running from the opportunity. And we're saying, hey, a little bit goes a long way. And that's we want you at least to get started, to see the process is not as complicated as we are making it to be. And Mo just proved that to y'all. She didn't have to jump through no hoops. She didn't have to, you know, go through all this extra regulatory stuff that most people think you got to. She just made a quick little $10 purchase and bought some stock, and she's gone about her day. Now that means that money is going to work for her right now. As soon as it clears through the little ACS transfer, that money goes to work for her the next day, that following day. And that means she has a what we term as a well-endowed savings account, bigger than what USA will ever give her outside of a money market account, because your money does not accrue interest unless it's in a money market account anyway. You put your money in the bank and it sits there stagnant. Simple as that.
Why they call it dead press.
They spend it, they use your money to invest with and give you nothing but, you know, a little dusty little debit card and a little rusty little checkbook. And that's what's paying for you to park your money in their bank account. It's backward logic, but we're going to learn today. All right. Keep on, guys.
Yeah, the definition of dead press, just sitting in an account, not doing anything. But, you know, the bank taking your money, putting it in the Forex market, real estate, stock market, whatever. And you just letting it sit there, not doing anything.
They want to know if y'all have classes.
I think Oba answered that earlier. You know, he's been tired, he's been busy, so you know, whenever he get ready to you know, open up his little time frame, when he can, you know, I guess we'll start having them again.
Yeah, I plan on actually as early as hopefully next week, because again, a lot of what I was really been, you know, under pressure was finally, you know, behind us. In terms of my household, we got a lot of things that were just on top of each other, back to back, literally. Since we moved up towards DC area, and so we pretty much just cleared a lot of those hurdles out of the way. Again, yesterday being the last, you know, great major overhaul, and so now I can kind of get back to focusing on, you know, the Discord rooms, our Facebook, you know, message, you know, private messenger group, the videos, the daily videos that we normally do, you know, doing a daily market. So if you guys ever busy throughout your day, you can kind of stop by and see what's happening in the market, get a little information, some data, then, you know, go on about your day. But more importantly, again, it's all about establishing a village, right? And then using that village to your advantage to kind of increase your net worth, or your be it, you know, your net worth or your net worth, right? We use both as an analysis of how important it is to really get a solid team of people around you and feed off each other. Everybody else on the planet does it. Trust me. We're the only ones feeling like we got to do it all on our own, right? We got to be Superman, Superwoman, and be the baddest thing on the planet. But that pretty much doesn't how I think life works. You need people around you to make your life easier, right? So that's why we established the group. And obviously Monika does it pretty much every Wednesday when she goes live and does the Urban Economic Empowerment Group. She's pretty much, giving y'all the game. Ain't no way to put it. She's giving you the game. And so that's why it's important to realize you need people around you to help you with this, so you won't get bad information or be misinformed because somebody didn't try to poison you. Man, you don't invest in the market, man. That's like gambling.
Right.
But then they go to the club, blow a lot of money, meet a foreign person they never met, go home, and God knows what happens after that. You're gambling in no way you shouldn't be gambling anyway. And it's totally the opposite of that, because we're making an informed decision based upon what, why, where, and when. What we're investing in, why we're investing in it, where to invest and when we should. And so that means it's derived around data, stuff that we can pull up through transparency, right? We get that in the investment world. A lot of people can't and don't get, and then they're trying to convince you why, you should, take some kind of gamble on this idea that someone's presenting you, but they have no transparency, right? It's the whole issue, no slander against the brother Umar, but while people are getting on him about no transparency, hey, where this money's going? Who's your CPA? Show us a blueprint or a white paper of what you're going to do with these funds when you get it, right? Well, guess what? In the investment world, we get 10Qs, SK filings, Form Ds. We get all the SEC information that has to be presented to us as a way, to protect us in our investment money. So there's no excuse at that point. It says, except you're just lazy, don't do the footwork and groundwork to learn what you're investing in.
Right. Yeah, they can hit me up on Facebook, and we can do these videos, and we can plug them into the group, Ova's group, and just make ourselves available. So
don't anybody driving my car, boy. Go ahead, Chris. You had froze a little bit. Say it again.
I said they can hit me up on Facebook, or we can keep doing videos like this whenever we can, and then plug everybody into Oba's group. And like he said, they can stop by when he do his daily lives, and in the Discord chat rooms and the back chat and all of that stuff, and they can be around us, if they got any questions or anything like that, because we are a family, we are a team, we help each other.
And I love it for that reason too, because again, it's not competition. This is not a competition-based reality. It's like we need everybody to contribute when they can, right? Because it helps everybody become a little bit more wealthy, right? And I own the right. I don't care if it's $10. That means you was $10 richer than you was the day before, and you didn't do nothing besides put your money to work for you. Now get excited for that. Now I got to go work hard for mine. I got to go blow my knees out, my back out, and go get talked to like a child from a boss to make me feel good about my earning my way through society. Right? That's the most dumbest thing I hear people say sometimes. I'm like, man, that's a slave mentality that's still lingering in our people, where we just don't seem to understand that to really be in this game of so-called financial freedom, you're gonna have to start making some big boy and big woman type decisions where you're putting your capital to work for you. Owning real estate is a form of that. Going to joint venture, into other businesses with other people, right? Forming, S corp, C corps, LLCs, getting into drop shipping. I mean, government contract, going in and finding out how to get government contract, get free money to start business with, right? The same way most of these companies that you buy products from, but guess how they got started in some cases? They got government grants, small business grants, and use it to their advantage to start their businesses. And now they're getting the 100%, 200%, 300% margin markup on products that cost pennies on a dollar and selling it to you. And you're like, man, this is the greatest thing ever. You just paying a 300% inflated price and getting that really in return, besides emotional value and use case. But again, why not be an investor in that same company, right? Why not find a way to get in the game too and be able to make decisions on that board through the shares, and how to obviously direct which way the company is going to grow. And that's taking it to the next level, right? And so that's what I'm talking about. That's why this stuff is a no-brainer. And I get passionate when I talk about it. The same way you guys hear Wu Jai get passionate about teaching the meditation. Right? And Brother True Story get passionate about teaching West African history, and Garfield about religion, other things. This is my form of, and our form. Sister Monica, she speaks this religiously. This is her lane, right? Financial literacy, right? Brother Chris, this is his lane, financial literacy, amongst historical context and things of that nature too. So we could be well-rounded in a plethora of different, fields. But more importantly, this one here pays our bills. Right?
That's right.
And monetize Christianity like we were pastor did. This how we fill our bag with no strings attached, right? No strings attached with this, because we doing it on our own. We ain't cheat nobody. We ain't get over nobody. We ain't leaving nobody down a false road or a false premise. We showing you just strictly the data. If the data don't add up, then we don't touch it. It's simple as that. So we deal with more transparency than anybody on the planet, and we cannot sell you nothing that we do not own. We do not own the stock market, but we participate in it as consumers every day. If you go in your refrigerator right now, I guarantee at least 4 or 5 or 6, 8, 9 of those products in there are probably publicly traded. If you go in your bedroom and look in your closet and look on your nightstand, over 87% of those products are publicly traded. Now, who winning, who losing? All I got to say.
Facts. Yep, it's up to us. The opportunity is there.
Yep. Hey, I just want to remind everyone that, sometimes we're scared to take that step into the stock market. And so what I did was, of course, I watched and learned, and then I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do $10 a month out of my account, and I'm gonna do $10 a month out of my account until I get to $100. And then when I get to $100, then I'm gonna get with Brother Afurakan Emporium or Chris and ask them to come on a show and show me how to actually invest in a stock. Even though I've taken the class, there's nothing wrong with a little refresher, and let's walk through it. And I know I'm not, and I realize it's like, you know what? I know I'm not the only person out there who needs that beginner, even though it's there, I can read it, I can hear the video, but when I hear from my brother or my sister, I feel a little bit more comfortable and confident in making that step. So I think I have the stash, the Acorn, and the Robinhood. And in my stash, I had that 119, and then in Acorn, I think I got 141, and then in Robinhood, I still only have $24. But in my Robinhood, even though I have $24, I didn't even put that in there. I got that from referring, and so I want to be able to keep referring, and get people in on them, because I said, if Afurakan Emporium or Chris come in and then show us how to maneuver through the stock, then it would encourage us to start paying a little bit more attention to the actual app. We'll feel like we kind of know a little something, right? And so that's why I took the step, because at 2020, I have a lot of friends and they follow us, and they're like, I wish you guys sometimes y'all get so excited and y'all go so fast. Can y'all slow it down? And so that's why I told Chris, I said, we're not going to go through all the apps. We're only going to do one, and then we're going to take it slow. We're going to take it slow, and then we're going to build from there. And the only reason we on right now, normally I would have done it on a Wednesday, but the only reason we on right now, because I think Brother Afurakan Emporium referenced me in the group, and then Chris responded, say, hey, what happened? Because we were supposed to do it Wednesday. And I posted, and I didn't post it in the investment group. I try to respect the investment information, and I had posted in the train group, and he just kind of missed it. So we just said, you know what, let's do it today as an intro, and then we'll bounce back on the Wednesday on the urban economic empowerment. And so my hope is that, I hear a lot of people, no matter what we do, what we call our little community, our little social media community, a lot of people always say, oh, well, why you guys focusing on certain things? Why don't you focus on something that we can actually use? And so, we have about 11 people, 12 people watching, getting the nuggets. I don't want to hear y'all out there talking about we don't do nothing. I don't want to hear y'all talking about Garfield and his debates, okay? Because the flip side of Garfield Dagger Squad is the Brother Garfield Live, and we talking about money, investments, community development, things of that nature. So if you're not shifting over from the Dagger Squad to the Brother Garfield Live channel, then you just want to complain. I'm convinced. I'm convinced you just want to complain. And so I'm using myself as a guinea. I'm using real live money. Uh,
That's right.
Chris told me earlier that he used that debit card and got some stock backs. I was hating because I was like, man, the whole time I'm putting this money in here. I could have been using this darn card to get me some back because in my econ, we got our cashback mall. And so I always tell people I use my econ as a home-based business because I use my cashback mall to get my business income and I can take advantage of the tax deductions, right? And so it keeps me in compliance. And so I'm like, oh man, I could have been using my investment card too because I've made some big purchases and double because I got the new car. Man, I could have got me some GMC stock. I could have got me, you know. And so
Yeah,
I'm like,
great
oh,
opportunity to take advantage of, and that's why we say, in this world, that's why I love this stuff more. You know what I'm talking about. When we literally get people to understand, this is really like playing chess and not checkers. You have to be willing to be patient enough with yourself to do the proper due diligence to get the best bang for your buck. There's a lot of incentives out there every day that they'll never tell you guys about, and you just run right in, drop the money, run right back out. And they're like, see, that's another one just gave back all this opportunity. They just knew to ask me, what about this sentence? What about, this, that, and the third? And that's how they get us. That's literally how they get us. They prey on us, not wanting to, to ask those important questions, to challenge them on, hey, what benefits y'all got? You got to realize they're shopping for your business. It's not the other way around, right? But you know how black people are, like, we feel like, man, it's a privilege that they accepted my money. It's a privilege. We looking at it all wrong. No, we are the driving force behind these businesses. They need you. So you need to go into every negotiation as you're the one that has all the power. Because guess what? There's another business down the street that'll love to have it, right? So that should give you the strength all you need to learn how to pressure these people to get everything you can out of them, guys. And again, this is just the beginning, And so again, you look at Monica's situation right now, and she allocated a certain amount of money for her budget to learn how to invest. Right? And the goal is that to kind of keep compounding that, to keep challenging these different companies, these opportunities out there to grow her wealth, right? And make people like, well, man, that's on $100. Okay, well, guess what? We got stocks that we invest in that cost 2 cents, a penny, a hundredth of a penny, right? A tenth of a penny. So I would tell people every day, what's your excuse? You finna go right over to McDonald's and buy you one of them McBoo-Boo burgers that's gonna cost you $1.50, and you're gonna have stomach pains later. Well, you could have put that dollar and some change in a little penny stock and bought you about 10, 20 shares. And guess what? That stock messed around and took off about 25 cents, 50%, or 100%. You done doubled your money, doubled your money, and just like that.
Let me ask you, since you said the penny stock, so you could get to penny stocks in the stash?
No, they don't put those in stash, but I'm happy we were speaking about accounts today, right? So guess what?
Yeah.
Over Chris and Sister Mo, both of y'all need to put all y'all referral links in the back chat ASAP. Also, I don't know if y'all gonna do a segment on Webull, because obviously, over Chris, you introduced a lot of us in the chat to Webull, right? Webull is actually whooping Robinhood now in terms of its kickback incentives, because they're giving you 3-for-1 type stocks deals over there. Meaning if you refer someone to their account, if they put in as little as even $5, you get the opportunity to get at least 3 free stocks. And let that
Right.
anything valued from $0 to $1,400, they're going to give you the opportunity to get 3 stocks under their promotion they're running. And it costs you literally $3. $4 or $5, you put in $1 in the account. As long as that dollar clears, you are owed. Both of y'all get those stocks. Keep in mind, you get stocks for referring, and the person who opened their account also get what? 2 or 3 stocks the same way. Free money to start invest, learn how to invest with. That's how serious and people these companies are wanting to attract your business. Hence their move to 0 commission fees, where now you don't even have to pay commission fee in TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, Interactive Brokers, these companies who are top tier investment platform, they're 0 commissions now. I mean, so they're literally removing all the excuses for people to, want to be hesitant about getting invested. They're giving you free money, no strings attached. No strings attached. Like you can open an account, get the free money. When it clears, close the account. The next following day if you choose. Now, how simple is that? But we don't want to do that. But I'm just saying that's literally you could do that. So again, it's a limitless opportunity, guys. We just have to take advantage of it and move past the fear. So yeah. So you're gonna do one on Webull over Chris. You're gonna do it tonight, or you're gonna wait to do it to the next segment, the Webull account, so you can get those those people.
We can do it when how long is the promotion?
They run
want to do it now? I don't have that. You want to do it now?
Well, see, you need that referral right now. Okay. So guess what? If you do that Webull right now, that $10 to $15 you just spent right now, guess what? You can get all that back because they're gonna give you about 3 stocks if you sign up under that new promotion.
Let's put the link in the chat right there.
Use over Chris. This is his bill tonight. Over Chris, put in your Webull link, and everybody in here who's already starting to learn how to to get invested. Do not open that account, guys. Listen to me when I say this here. I had to say this when we first started our investment group. This is a scenario where you don't want to get too excited and get ahead of yourself. The goal is to take advantage of all these free stocks. And the only way you're going to do that is with somebody's referral link. So don't open up that account without going through somebody's referral link. Always and anytime when it comes to investing, do not start or initiate that account without using somebody's referral link, because that way both of you guys benefit from it. So take nothing else away from this bill tonight. Do not open that account without using somebody's referral link, right? Don't give free money back away to the company when both of y'all can benefit from it. So over Chris going to put his Webull referral link in the chat for you guys. And for some of you guys who don't have Webull, sign up ASAP. Sign up ASAP and put no more than $2 or $3 in the account. You don't have to put no more than that, $5, whatever. That way you qualify to get those 3 free shares from a stock from as low as Sprint all the way up to that of I think Google. I think Google is one of the stocks. It go up as high as about like $1,400 a share of a stock that you potentially can get. So I mean, come on, no brainer.
Chris, where your link?
Which link? I have to step out for a second.
The Webull.
The Webull link.
You know why I got fucked up when I tried to hold on. I'll get it real quick.
All right.
What you want me to put it in back chat? I put it in the back chat.
Yeah, put it in the back chat on YouTube. If it won't let you
post YouTube up?
If it won't let you post a link, post it in this group and let Monika put it in because she's an admin. She should be able to post any kind of hyperlinks into the YouTube chat for you.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to grab it right now. Yeah, y'all telling them about that. That's some, way to, make some money as well. Get a free stock and all that stuff. Yeah,
they're giving away three stocks right now. That's a no-brainer. Literally, you could put in $3 or $4, and they're going to give you from up to $5 all the way up to like $1,400 of potential shares that you can just get free. Yeah. I did Robinhood. That's why I know people have no clue. I did Robinhood with with a friend of ours, a friend of the family, and guess what? They ended up getting on their first free stock, a share of Apple. That's when Apple was trading at
$200. Oh my God!
Wow,
$200 a share. They got a free $200 just for signing up, and they didn't even have to put the money in at that time because Robinhood was just accepting referrals. If you sign up, put all your credentials in, they were just giving free stock. So they got a free $200 to start investing with on their first try. Like,
man,
this is a no-brainer.
Lucky, man.
It's a no-brainer.
Chris, can you put it in the YouTube chat?
No, it won't let me do it. I'm
not gonna be able to do it in YouTube.
Put it right here.
Put it in our Zoom chat, and then Monika, you can copy it or I'll copy it.
I'll put it in the investment group, and I'll get it.
All right, I'll put it in there too.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, they trip on the Webull link.
What
Facebook
you mean?
Too, I don't know. If you don't go directly to Webull's application and copy and paste the link, I guess the one I had is old, but Facebook don't like it. It'll cancel it out. So you got to use the new one that they got. But now this promotion, like Oba said, you basically getting 3 stocks for just signing up. Basically, you can't beat that, man. You cannot beat that.
Okay.
Okay, I just put it back there. If y'all can grab it.
You put the investment too?
Yeah, I put it in that one as well.
All right. I'm about to get it out.
I literally put $1 in. They had a deposit promotion Webull did, and all I did was put a deposit $1, and I got a free stock.
Wow.
Hmm. Whoever got that apple, man, they lucky.
Okay, I put your link in the I put it in the YouTube. So I go to open an account.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
All right, y'all. I'm on the wheat bull. Okay, so that one's new. Okay. We winning over here. Wait a minute. I gotta sign up. Verification code. Get a code. Okay. I'll get a code. All right, y'all. I'm gonna sign up. We're
You
gonna
using
see how it.
over Chris link right now, Sister Mo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Make sure you use his link directly, so that way it don't give you
Yeah.
any kind of discrepancies.
I copied and pasted in there.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, it's a very
Yeah,
simple
it
sign
gave
too.
it came. Yep. I copied and pasted his link in the URL.
Appreciate that.
And Tanisha's about to get on yours too, Chris.
Who?
Tanisha.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. Thanks. Oh, back to what Oba said about getting a penny stock. What was that stock that I think I caught it with you when you bought in on it. It was a penny stock, and it shot up like 400 and some percent overnight. You remember that, Oba?
Oh, I
Yeah,
gotta go to the app.
yeah. You got to do it through your phone at this point. You register on your computer because this is a mobile app trading platform, guys. For some of you guys in the back chat watching right now, just to kind of give you the heads up with Webull, it's kind of like how Robinhood is. Even though Robinhood now is a desktop rated platform you can use on there, but Webull is just kind of starting out, so they still are only used through your cell phone or your tablet, Android or Apple, whatever the case like that. So you can start it on your computer, then go over to your phone, download the app, and then complete the registration through your phone or your tablet. Or if you do have an emulator where you can do run it straight to your computer, you can do that as well. But it's a mobile app. So again, for some of you guys who are on the go, that's living on the go a lot, it's a mobile trading app phone. You can trade it from the palm of your hand. You don't have to be sitting in front of 5 or 6 different screens and going through all that. Again, this is not what you've probably been told or sold from other people thinking it had to be some complicated agenda. It really isn't. You can do this on the go. That's why college kids now and some high schoolers are taking advantage of this stuff in more ways. A lot of our people around our age have no clue of how technology is obviously making life easier for you, and even to learn how to invest. So again, it just removes all the mystique and the myth away from investing and put it in the hand of the investor. So, but
Okay.
yeah, that penny stock, Chris, I think you talking about the IGC one. Was it the marijuana play or the other one?
It was the other one.
Okay. I know because we hit a lot. Our biggest one in the group was IGC, that marijuana company that took off in I think it was end of 2017 or 2018. It went from 31 cents. Most of us got in at 74 cents and 150, and I was really pushing it. It went from there all the way to $14.50.
What?
It went down. It's in the group still. Go back and look at the old message. We were pushing around 74 cents. I was in at 31 cents, took it to 74 cents, so got back in around 75 cents, 74 cents, and we rolled it up to like $14.50. Over Jonathan Sanders in there, he was in at $1.50. He rolled it all the way to $14.50, and then he hit that peak, and I told him to sell right there. He sold around like $14.20, somewhere around there. That was the IGC marijuana stock when the marijuana stocks were taking off. like TRA,
Mm-hmm.
CGC, Crun,
Right.
those type plays. We also hit, man, we hit a lot of, we hit AGRX. That was another one. Over
Yeah, that's the one right there. Over,
That's the
yeah,
one I'm still in
AGRX.
now, guys. So we'll speak about that, probably in a later bill, but I'll give you a quick little background on that one. That particular company, AGRX, is an FDA certified at this point until it gets 100% approval. It's a contraceptive play. Pretty much it's a contraceptive patch for women. It's birth control. Here's what's
Mm-hmm.
interesting about that company. There's only one other company literally in America that's FDA approved to sell contraceptive birth control publicly traded through our markets, right? So that means there's not a lot of competition out there in this space, right? And how important is female contraceptive, right?
It's the computer.
So what's great about this company, again, on top of that, they have an important date coming up next month. February the 16th is when they go back before the review board of the FDA. And before they go there, they had a voting block. They had to go through what they call an AdCom, right? Meaning pretty much a lot of the FDA members had to sit around and vote whether or not they want to submit their product to be FDA certified. And they got a vote of 14-1. That means that's pretty much guaranteed unless something crazy happens that it's going to be approved. So I was in around maybe like 80 something cents, right? And then they had the news that they had a extension on the clearance, and the stock dropped all the way down as low as 38 cents, right? So guess what I started doing? I started buying a ton of it down there. And right now my average is 50 cents, right? Y'all know how much that stock worth right now? It's worth like $3 right now. That's well over like 400%. And I'm holding for the FDA clearance. So if the FDA clearance goes through, let's say February the 12th or February the 16th, they're saying a minimum of $5. But y'all know how FDA clearances go. We've seen stocks shoot up $70, $80 in one day. We've seen stocks run over, in terms of percentage wise, 400, 500, 600, 80%, 800% in one day when it comes to FDA approvals and biotech type stocks. So for me, that's a long-term investment for a big time uptime move because of the fact that it's a limited competition. The stock is very cheap. It has potential to be, a part of I think the market cap for contraceptive patches or contraceptive use case anyway is well into the billions of a dollar in terms of market value. And so here's a play where you look at 3-4 years from now, that stock could easily be again, this is my opinion, easy well over 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70 a share. And right now it's only trading at what? $2.97. And I'm in at 50 cents is my average. So that's how you build generational wealth. All I need that stock to go up to like 20 bucks, 30, 40, 50 bucks. I mean, come on, guys. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all do the math on that.
Yeah.
That's why you want to learn how to invest. That's how they build wealth.
Yeah, I remember telling somebody about Tilray. I told them Tilray used to be a $300 stock, but now it's around what, $17, $18. This shows you how a stock can go up so fast and also drop down as well.
You're exactly right, Chris, and that's why the power of, when we stress the value of due diligence and discipline, that's our mantra in our group, right? Due diligence and discipline. There's no way you can get around life without harboring those two values, right, in your life. You have to be disciplined, right? You have to have a natural aspect of due diligence to research everything. Now, what's interesting is that we know, our family, the Amarai Squad, right? Marcy Warrior Clan, Dagger Squad, obviously even Team Osiris, NBK. What is the one thing they preach more than anything? Research, right? Methodology, right? Why is it that we could be that stumped when it comes to researching historical context to our historical value and not when it comes to our financial literacy and understanding how to grow our wealth, right? Again, it's like our ancestor, well, not necessarily our ancestor, but I use Dr. Claude Anderson, right? He's like, with us, we don't understand how finance really works in that perspective. You have to get invested. You have to understand group economics. You have to learn how to use those around you to help you get you to where you need to go. So you need to establish an economic base. So the same amount of energy and vigor we put into research and historical truths, you know, and what's pseudo and what's not, we should be the same way when it comes to our finances. Why are we not doing that when it comes to our finances?
Right.
I pose that question to anybody listening right now. Tell me what's your excuse to not want to do that when it comes to your money. But you put that much energy into learning if the Moors was right, the Christian was right, or Islam is real, and Kemet did this and this, that, third. But when it comes to finances, guess what? We only have about 10 people watching, 30 people watching at most some days. But we get 1,000 people watching when it comes to some controversy dealing around. Again, no slight against that when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then the majority of people that's watching, I can guarantee you, I can count, count maybe for every 100 people that's watching, maybe only 10 to 20 of them got $1,000 in their bank account. That's tragic. That's tragic.
Yep. That's where we lack at. Financial literacy and education. Well, Oba always say, we're going to build this financial house.
That's it. This is our community, guys. This is what we have that's exclusive to us, and what's great about it is, it's like FUBU, right? For us, by us, right? Mm-hmm. So it's people that look like you, that share your ideals, who are, who know our value as, obviously Black folk in this community or in this world. So you're not separated or feeling like you have to be intimidated around other people who do not look like you. You're getting firsthand information from people who devote their time or their life or whatever to learn this information. The same way when Brother Wu Jia comes on and speaks about the meta-nature, you instantly know this brother is passionate about his craft, right? And he's willing to go toe-to-toe with anybody to defend it, right? Well, for me, it's the same way when it comes to this, right? Because I already know you cannot have a comfort way of life without having an economic base, right? We're following the principles of those who came before us, like, again, Dr. Todd Anderson and many others who are saying, hey, you need to get an economic base. If you're going to compete, going into, especially we're into another decade now, right? It's time for us to get serious about, again, understanding our need to, aggregate our finances, shop with other Black businesses, as hard as that is for anybody to really realize that you need to start shopping with your own people. And we understand that sometimes is very challenging because we've been shut out from the free market because they don't want our businesses to kind of be, putting us in the competition value. And so you have to be disciplined enough to say, let me go search out that Black business, right? Let me go do a little extra. Let me spend an extra $2, $3 and support that business no matter what. And so, again, that's an ethical thing. But for me, I don't struggle with that anymore. Like last night, after the event we had, we went and spent, our celebration with a Black business in DC, right? We could have went to a fine scale white little restaurant and celebrated our little moment. We went straight to New Vegan over there by Howard University and spent near $100 on dinner. We gave it to a Black business. That's how we celebrate, right? And so, again, that's just my story, but we really try to practice what we preach, right? Until we start being that disciplined, then we can't complain why we still behind and why people ain't taking us serious, right? So again, that's why financial literacy is important, because if you can find a way to get that money back to investing in the stock market, guess what? It's a no-brainer. Case in point, while Monica's still setting up her account, someone asked, I think Sister Lakeisha asked, can you show us how money works? Let me show you this. Can I share my screen, Sister Mo, real quick here?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little share screen and I'm gonna get back off so Sister Mo can kind of keep building. Let me share. Hold on, where's this one? I'll show you exactly what we're saying. We'll show you some what we call receipts. Y'all know Black people like to deal in receipts, right? Like, well, show me the receipt then, Joker. If you doing it, if y'all getting getting an opportunity like that, show us some receipts to make us, see exactly what you guys are saying. I'm gonna show you one where I spent $43 and I turned it into like $200 in one day. $43, one day. It was just one little investment. And we grew that thing. Hold up one second. Let me pull up my screen here. And I'll show you guys exactly what we're saying here. Where's that? Where's the Facebook link at? Okay, yeah. All right, so here and here. Okay, yeah. So let me share this real quick here, guys. You can see what I'm saying here. All right. So right here, guys, can you guys see my screen here? Can you guys see it in the back chat?
We can see it.
Yeah, it's on there.
All right. So how many of you guys have shopped at Bed Bath & Beyond? All right. Some people probably definitely know about Bed Bath & Beyond and passed by before. Okay, guess what? They gave their quarterly earnings report literally on the 10th. As you see right here, it says 110, no, excuse me, 2020. So basically, that was just pretty much the other day. Is this the one I bought the other day? Let me see. 43. Yeah. Bought one. Oh, I bought it for the expiration date. Excuse me. Of January the 10th. I bought it on the 8th, basically. I bought it on the 8th, and it was expiring on the 10th, right? And I sold it pretty much, the next day on the 9th. If you can look over here to your right, you see this price right here where I have it underlined in the red. I bought one put contract, basically that the stock was going to come down on this earnings report, that they was going to deliver pretty much bad news, to put it in layman terms, on their earnings report, that they wasn't going to do good, right? And the reason why I know they're not going to do good because their competition is people like Amazon, Target, things of that nature are starting to eat into their market gain share, right? And then a lot of people not really shopping there as they used to back in the days. Those little $20 coupons, they ain't carrying it no more, right? And so because of that, I saw an opportunity to capitalize on their declining margins and expansion value, right? So that's the great thing about investing. You can invest in the companies that they're going to grow, and you can also invest in companies that they're going to decline. How good is that? You make money both ways, up and down.
Beautiful thing.
Go ahead, over Chris.
No, I just said it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, opportunity on both sides of the market. So right here on the 8th, I bought this contract for $43, guys. Look at that, $43, right? Now I'm gonna show you here. Can you guys see my screen here? The next one I'm showing here. Is it showing where I sold it at here for $203?
Yeah, you can see it.
So right here, see right there on the 9th, the next following day, I sold it for $203. Let that marinate. That's well over 200% in a matter of one day. Well over 200%. That's basically near 500%. 500%, almost $43. So 500% time $43 is basically what? 200 some odd dollars, right? Simple math. Y'all can do this math in your head. So interesting enough, this is just this account. I also hit it in my Webull too, because I can buy options there. So this little contract turned into $203 from 43. So this is what we're talking about, right? And there's several other cases too. I just use these as tutorials and demonstration moments where we're demonstrating. We're not just conversating. We're demonstrating exactly what we're talking about. And so that's the opportunity that's aligned through this. Again, you guys could have bought this same contract with me, and did the same thing I did. Say, well, hey, here's what I see too. This is what I liking it too. I'll buy that $42 contract with you, right? And then you cash out the next day, with $203 from 43. Now you got $203 to invest with the next following day or whenever you choose to, when before it was only 43. Now imagine if you do that consecutively out the entire year and you find those, 30% gains, 70% gain, 500% gain like that was, and you can do that consistently over time just by pushing buttons and going about your business. I set this trade and didn't touch it again to the next day. That means I went on about my life, basically. And I didn't sit there and had to babysit it. Or I didn't have to clock in and push a button and sit there and watch the clock turn over 8-9 hours just to know I made, a certain amount of money for working on the clock that day.
Right.
So this is the power of investing that we're talking about. And this is just one of many cases we can show you guys. We're just trying to provide a value, showing you guys that we're demonstrating, not just conversating. All right, so let me I'll close out my little screen here. Oh, this is another little thing we do. We're putting this in the back chat in our group. You see, we were already kind of always showing people, this is the value of putting your money to work for you. This is the S&P 500 chart, right? In 1 year, the S&P 500 is up over 22, 23%. Let that marinate, guys. The market from 2019 to 2020 is up 23, about 23, 24% in terms of it gained that much interest value in 1 year. So interesting enough, you would have put in the stock market $1,000. So y'all would have came to Sister Mo over Chris or somebody in Garfield said, hey, I got $1,000, man. You know, at the beginning of 2019, where I should, invest this money in. Y'all always talking about investments over there. What I should invest it in. Well, guess what? If they knew about the S&P 500, they could have put $1,000 in the S&P 500 way back in January. And I said, all they had to do is just set it and forget it, hold on to it, right? At the beginning of 2020, January 2020, they would have pocketed over $200 and let's say $23 off $1,000. So based around, again, 23%. Now with your bank account that you hold your money in would have gave you a 23% interest accrued on your money if you just set it in your bank account. Go. Crickets. 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 You're not going to get that type of gain or return just sitting there in the bank account alone. So my point is just this. You have a lot of money that's sitting around or you're not investing your money properly. Well, guess what? You can never benefit from those opportunities if you're just, again, leaving your dead presidents to be what? Dead presidents. They ain't worth the paper they're printed on unless you put it to work. It's a resource coupon or ticket that needs to be invested thoroughly. And that's what investing gives you. Right? So again, I'm in there. I don't want to go too far, but we just want to show you guys some opportunities that we're talking about. And there's many others. I can show you all these kind of receipts all day long, but again, it's about getting you guys understanding what this is about. Sister Mo, you finished it yet?
Okay. Yep. I'm in. Chris should have gotten his little stocks.
I was gonna go through probably Tuesday after I think Martin Luther King holiday is Monday. So I should be seeing something by next week.
It says, Chris, should we open a margin account or cash account with Webull?
A margin account.
Yeah, we break down. They're asking to break down Webull. We're gonna do it. We'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday. Is this a good day?
Huh?
Is Wednesday a good day to break down Webull?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay,
Wednesday,
we have to do it Wednesday, y'all, because
we want to go
I have
app
a
by
trainer.
app.
Right.
My bad.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just saying we go app by app. That way, when when Mo does give out her free links, y'all can understand the apps in itself at one time instead of just trying to deal with 3 or 4 apps all in one setting. Everybody can't do that. I mean, I did it. Well, Over was putting out his apps. Shoot, I just clicked on all of them and signed up. He said, listen, you can use this app, you can use that one. I was like, shoot, if I'm gonna get free stock and they're gonna give me $5 to invest, I'm gonna go ahead and open up all my accounts. But that's how passionate I was about investing. But we wanna, make sure y'all have an understanding of what you're signing up before we try to throw all this stuff at you. But it's free. So Mo, I guess you can give out your links if you want to. And,
yeah, I did. They said it was asking all that as I'm signing up.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna do Wednesday, you all.
Okay.
I have a client that I had forgot about that I was supposed to get with at 6 o'clock. So they're waiting for me.
All right.
Finish the show. So we greatly appreciate y'all know once we start talking economics, man, we can go on and on and on, especially we got hands-on knowledge. So we be ready. But tonight I can't give y'all no 6-hour show tonight. I have to tend to this client because I have a convention coming up and I need this DJ and somebody my brother Tyrone who has TRS platform, was gracious enough to connect me to this veteran. Don't be surprised. Oh, brother Afurakan Emporium has been on the platform and did a little spill. So shout out to Tyrone and Allfax and the crew over there, Howard and all of them. So don't be surprised, Chris, if I posted in their chat, so if they listen, they invite you on the show one day, because we want to make sure our people is maximizing their information. They're doing a little deal over there where buy black, and so we're tasked to go and shop with black businesses and then show our receipts and everything, and they have a little reward going on. It's only for their family crew. They started with, and it's kind of cool, a huge incentive for us to give back to our people. So, Brother African Emporium, I need a receipt.
Oh yeah,
I gotta turn my receipts in.
That's it.
Yeah, I got some sea moss from Brother African Emporium, and Brother African Emporium, I end up getting some sour sop tea. Some one of my sisters made some for me in Augusta, and so I end up getting some from her. And I got to work on how to. I said, now, Brother African Emporium showed me that picture of how he whipped up that sea moss. I don't know if I can do that like that.
Yeah, I thought you still had the paper from the last one. I'll send you another one because I always send the instructions on how to prepare it. So
you can email it.
Yeah, I can send it to you digitally because you all have the digital copies too, the same way I have it posted on my little business page.
Yeah.
I help you whip it up. So you did get it. Now I'm sure you saw the gift in there. I know it was a small token, but I want to give you that for your Earth Day.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
my bracelet.
That was for your Earth Day. So I was like, I got to send her a gift. You know, again, I always send out a gift when every time somebody shop with me. So people don't understand that every time somebody buy, from a health product, a sea moss from me, I always give them something free. I go into my, my African product and I send them something. I do it all the time. So I don't take no days off, because I feel like, this is not so much me establishing commerce and just selling them something. This is a gift of wealth and health, right? In terms of that. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to hey, this is me. I want to give you something for taking the opportunity to use something that's going to help and benefit you. So, but yeah, I want to give you that bracelet for your Earth Day, and I hope you enjoy it. It's authentic. It's a real African bracelet. I ain't know that.
Asian it's heavy.
So this is handmade in Africa. It's a real deal.
Yes, and it's heavy. I was like, oh, he sent me a gift. Thank you.
This is my honor.
Yeah, shout out to those brothers, and I definitely appreciate Brother Garfield for allowing me to use his platform, get some information out. So you all, you know how we do. We've been going hard since 2016 or 17 or something like that. And we just want to make sure, a lot of people don't get involved with stuff because they think it's far-fetched and they don't hear it from somebody who probably did like a next door neighbor type atmosphere. And so that's what we want to do. We want to be able to share with you all and make you feel at home and be able to ask all the questions that you were like. You know the cliche, no question is a stupid question, only the one that you don't ask. And so, and even I like the fact that some of these apps have the kids options as well. You get your kids, get them up and started and start from somewhere. And as I mentioned before, as I close out, is that, I say, what, I set myself a goal and I just say, what, when I get to the $100 in each, try to set some discipline for myself on the investment side. Because I already have the IRAs and things like that, mutual funds. I was like, I'm gonna get to $100 and then I want to start really doing this and paying attention. And so, I only did it per month. So y'all know it took me 10 months. Right? Get your mind right, Mo. Get your mind right.
That's good. Right. You did that. So we showing people realistically how you can take a little bit and put it away. We were telling people put $5 a day away every day. And what that comes to at the end of 365 days, that's over what, $1,800 somewhere around there?
Yeah.
And believe it, number like that, $1,800. Right.
And believe it or not, one of my younger cousins, I think she's about 24, 25. She said I started putting she put $100 away per pay period. So she was putting $200 a month. And she said, I got up to $1,000 and then my car messed up. So I had to use it for emergency funds. So we went on this challenge again. And so I have to go ahead and put mine in because we back on the challenge again. And I said, you know what? I don't care what's going on. That raise that we got in the VA, I'm putting it towards
work. I want to say something real quick before we get off because I know you're rushing. We're just at the start of this new pseudo year. We're gonna call it pseudo because we know ain't no dang on New Year, no dang on dang winter, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna play
I know you was gonna get me. I know you was gonna get me.
Right, we're gonna play along. Guess what we're gonna do, guys? Since it's only 10 days into the new year, For those who are committed to join us in this money grab and understanding how to put money away to grow our income, we're talking about anything from $1 to $5 a day. We're going to start our $1 to $5 a day challenge for this year. We did it last year. We did it 2017 when I first came on the Dagger Squad. I was telling people about it then. I'm going to continue to do it. Because all you have to do is learn how to put away $5 a day. That's basically $35 at the end of the week. That's basically how much, do that time for, you'll get your monthly value that you need to have put away. Meaning you learn how to pay yourself and not just go out and get money and then go blow it and then be crying the next day why I don't have money. So this is the point about building discipline. If you got children, you need to learn how to do this. The 529 plan is good, I get it, but learn how to manage your own money. So again, you put away $5 a day times 365, that's $1,800 at the end of the year. That bought your holiday. If you still support Christmas, that pretty much bought a portion of your Christmas out in one big payment. You don't have to do it all at one lump sum like you scramble to do every time at the end of the year. So you learn how to get in the game and then turn around and imagine if you actually invested that money the same way Mo's doing now. Now she's putting those $5 and $10 to work for her, that $100 plus the money to work for her. And if she don't get nothing but a 2-3% interest gain, a 5-7% interest gain, well, guess what? That's free money. That's free dollars, right? And so that's what we're talking about here. So we're gonna expound on that in the next coming show. We're also going to teach you guys how to open up an IRA account, right? That means that's taxable money. That means they cannot tax you on that money if you put in an IRA account. It's kind of like a 401k, right? Or a TSP, thrift saving plan. We're gonna break that down to you too, right? So we're gonna get into all those facets this year. We're gonna get disciplined about putting away our money. We're gonna get serious about making money because I can guarantee you, when you go get in our little investment group and you see people in there posting their gains or showing, their little, their successes, that ain't by accident or happenstance. There's people work to be in that opportunity by putting their money to work for them and them not feel like they have to go out and work for it. That's the difference, right? So we're gonna lead by receipts. We're gonna lead by demonstration that beats conversation. Everybody's gonna be talking. We're gonna be showing, hey, here are our receipts. Let me show you. Let me see yours. Well, I'm gonna have to get back with you on that. Right? So we're just trying to change the game and put our people in a different mindset where, y'all can do this. You don't have to go to Harvard to learn this. You don't have to go to business school to learn this. You don't have to sit up, and learn about these things that you think are complicated. They're not. We learned this stuff from general knowledge, researching off YouTube and Google.
No degree, nothing.
Nothing. No PhDs, none of that stuff. And we, again, look at we family. Y'all don't know. We post on receipts and y'all gonna be like, man, get out of here. Y'all must be kidding me. You ain't do that in one day. And we like, yeah. Yeah.
From the stock market to the Forex market to crypto.
Yeah. So we here, guys. So it's all you, Sister Mo. We thank you guys for coming in on my side. Power and profit to everyone. I look forward to Wednesday's show with Over Chris. And we're gonna bring other people on too. I mean, Over Chris is just one of the samurais in the group. There's a lot of them in there, and they're hungry and learning. And we got Camille Gaynor, world-renowned drummer. She a drummer for Diana Ross. Come on, man. We ain't just we got people all walks of life, but everybody see the same. We have the same goal and same interest to get this free money, so to speak. So I ended on that, guys. Power and profit to everyone. Thank you, Over Chris, for this wonderful bill. I learned a lot, as I always do. I'm a student as well as a teacher or sharer too. When one teaches, two learn. So trust me when I say that. I live by that.
That's
all right.
A fact.
Peace, you all. Have a good night.
Peace, y'all. Thanks, Mo. Thanks,
You're
Over.
welcome. Thank
Family,
you.
peace.